Um, Meowdy. Gays and ghouls. I didn't turn tracking on yet. I keep forgetting. Of course I start talking as soon as like the saddest song in Silent Hill turns on. Happy Silent Hill summer. We're not playing a Silent Hill game today. Bone? Why? We're playing Higurashi, which I've never played. I tried to watch the anime when I was younger, back in the early 2000s, when it first came out. One of the anime, like I think the original. I don't know. I think it was the original. Tried to watch it and I was like, I can't get into this. But here's the thing. Ryokishi, who made Higurashi, and Umineko, is making Silent Hill Forte. Or writing it? Directing it? I don't know what he's doing, or what they're doing. So... You're right, Apple, it is! So, we're checking out Higurashi. Plus my good friend Cal, Clownhound in the chat, has wanted me to do this with him forever. And you know what? Since Ryokishi's making Silent Hill Forte, what better time? Sasha, I am talking. What better time to check it out than Silent Hill Summer? I love this song. It's so good. Cal claims yet another victim, affectionate. I'm gonna make sure I look fine before switching over here. Also, happy Pride. I'm wearing a they them button because I was tired of people on TikTok and YouTube calling me she her. Hello. Nightbot is introducing you to Cal before I even undeafen in the call. But Cal, I am going to undeafen in a moment. Introducing fucking doggy. No. I have the soundboard. No. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna undeafen. What are you going to do? Hey.
Biden blast!
What's up, chatter?
What a good introduction.
What's up, everybody?
I'm sorry. I can't. I need to recover. I'm crying. Like, I went straight from laughing to crying.
I apologize.
Oh no. Oh no. Do I want to leave slow mode on? Yes. It's just 3 seconds. So so nobody can post like a lot excessively. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Moderators can post all they want. But hello, Cal, do you want to introduce yourself in any way? Any capacity? Hang on. Let's go over here.
Oh shoot.
There you are.
I'll introduce me. Oh fuck, it's me.
It's you.
Alright, so it's been a while since I've been appearing on these streams.
Yeah,
And
like
for
a
that
year.
I apologize for not gracing you with my beautiful presence. My name is Cal, he, him. As you can probably get.
Oh,
Huh?
speaking of, I could put your pronouns up. Hold on. It has... I can do that because I have mine.
You
Hang
do. As you can probably tell, I'm a juggalo. I got the face paint. I'm all painted up for Pride.
It's okay.
I had a choice between either this or some glam rock makeup, and today I chose the juggalo makeup.
Juggalo
So
time.
y'all just gonna have to hold that.
It's okay.
Pronoun sticker directly on the nose. I'll take it. That'd be adorable.
Nah, I'll just put them right here. There we go.
Yeah, right in front of my eyes.
Nah. That'd be great. I should put like he, him, and what if it was red? Like it was a clown nose. What? What if it was red?
Sounds adorable.
Okay, so let's introduce the silly little game Higurashi when they cry.
Yes.
I don't know if you want to introduce him more than me because you are the one who is
Yes,
really excited about this game. I'm also
I'm-
excited, but I don't know much about it.
I'm the Higurashi expert.
Yeah.
Just pop out chat real quick. Higurashi When They Cry is a visual novel created in like the early 2000s by Japanese author Ryukishi 07.
Mhm.
He has been long active in the doujin scene, and before that he worked with what is essentially Japan's equivalent of CPS.
Mhm.
His self-admittedly his works heavily draw from his experiences of dealing with abused children, and the work that he did there. So this is my way to segue into this is an 18 plus experience. If
Content
you're
warnings.
not 18 plus, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
This is not for you. I first watched Higurashi when I was a minor. That was bad of me.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I think I might have been 14 when I started watching it, and I was like, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I was about 12 or some shit.
Yeah.
It's okay, JM Productions. We made that rule specifically to catch you out. Don't worry.
Yeah. This, like, my general rule is if anybody is acting under 18, I will get you. Wait. I need to be on the right scene for this. I will get you. There we go. I had to zoom in. Yes.
I'm trying to find a way to explain this visual novel that doesn't just like info dump spoiler the entire thing.
Yeah.
It is it's a horror game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game about friendship, and it's a game about the continued struggle.
The struggle.
Of what, you ask? The struggle.
The horrors. It's about the horrors.
It's about the horrors.
This is a game about the horrors also.
No adult behavior either. No, we approved adult behavior here. That's kind of the point.
Yeah. I mean, maturity, a certain level of maturity. Like, we can be, like, immature and also mature at the same time. Like, there's gonna be, mature subject matter.
You can make a fart joke, but if you, like, try to diagnose Bluey or whatever...
Yeah. Also, I think I'm gonna close the door because I know we're gonna be, voice acting a whole lot.
We are.
Yeah. So, hang on. My model's gonna look funky for a second. Also, Sasha, you need to leave. You need to leave.
It's a game about cars with air conditioning? That's so true. I know that Dragon Shark Girlfriend is what I assume that stands for. Dragon Shark GF.
Alright,
I know that you've played Higurashi.
What were you saying?
Dragon Shark GF says it's a game about cars with air conditioning, and that's not even untrue.
One thing
One
thing I wanted to mention is, like, one of the content warnings is sexualization of minors, and I, like, you told me, like, the extent of that. We will be, like, skipping, like, at least, like, one scene. Like, you will know when it's coming up. But one thing, like, you said that I was like, this puts peace at mind, is that this is, like, something that Ryukishi has, like, since abandoned in their writing. But the Higurashi, like, series as a whole has not, and that kind of sucks. So, peace of mind. Ryukishi no longer writes shit like that. But, yeah. Wanted to put that out there. We will be skipping at least one scene when it gets
just
funky and weird.
Through it.
Yeah. Are y'all ready to
I'm ready.
see 8-year-olds killing each other?
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, baby! Let's fucking go!
Let's go! Murder! Yeah! Soup!
Isn't that the American dream? One would assume. Welcome to the world of Higurashi when they cry. The Onikakushi arc will be the opening, inviting you into this world. Sit back, relax, and enjoy life in Hinamizawa to the fullest. The difficulty for this chapter is extremely high, but I hope you'll enjoy the reward.
Oh boy, difficulty in a visual novel. They're laughing at me. Can I? Oh, please
you
do
can
not.
read the poem.
Please do not deplore yourself, even if the world does not forgive you. I will forgive you. Please do not deplore yourself, even if you do not forgive the world. I will forgive you. So please tell me, what will it take for you to forgive me, Frederica Berncastle? Oh. It's the work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons or organizations is entirely coincidental. Early summer of the 58th year of the Showa era. 1983. Showa! Sasha's so angry that I locked him out. Who is this? Is this just a narrator?
This is the main character.
Okay.
I will say that.
Should I be the main character?
You can be Keiji.
Okay.
He's the only boy.
I gotta put on my anime boy voice.
Let's go.
If I was going to be ripped apart anyways, having my body ripped apart would have been far better. I trusted her. No, I still trust her. Even in this very moment, I trust her. Where's my phone? Oh, it's over there. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It was as if I was trying to convince myself. In such a silly, sobbing voice. And those tears making a mess of my face, the mechanical, repetitious sound finally stilled and everything fell silent. Only the cry of the cicadas remained annoyingly loud, and yet I felt as if I could still hear her voice. But that's not possible. She is no longer speaking. The only one crying is me.
Like
she never cried. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotion because there were none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I shouldn't need to shed any for her. Then why this pain, my eyes getting moist? Why was this happening? I still wanted to believe I hadn't been split apart. That's enough, right? Inside me, an inner voice whispered gently. My spirit had suffered enough, and countless times I'd wavered over whether I should just throw the battered thing away. Except I've stubbornly refused to do that, haven't I? I'd feel better if I just threw it away. Even knowing that, I chose to believe, didn't I? Only I can understand that painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey, me? I've tried more than enough. I'll acknowledge that much, so isn't it all right to just take the easy way out? Besides, I'm not...
I am case reference.
Easy way out, no. Besides, I'm not throwing it away. I'm leaving it behind with her, like flowers by a grave. Now then, calm your nerves. Even though you can't feel your right arm, just lift it up. With every swing, forget a little more. Okay. That kindness made me happy. That adorable smile brought me joy. I liked petting your head. I loved how demure you were. Murder. Because this will be the last time. Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my last resort. No, first and last bouquet for you.
Cut my cicada into pieces.
Perhaps I really did love you. Ugh.
Oh, so good. So good.
Well, that's quite the opening.
It is.
So much melodrama. Oh, cool.
My-
Actual opening. Oh, God, it's so loud.
You ready for some PNGs to be thrown about?
Yes! It's so fucking loud. Sorry, I'm just dancing.
probably way out of time because of lag. But oh well.
We are being drowned out currently, but it's great.
Mochi says hi and she misses you. Oh, that's okay. I'm right here. Just behind the glass.
Okay, cool. We are still heard.
You don't know who any of these people are, but I do.
I don't.
I know exactly what's going on here. At the break, I might ask you to throw on the anime intro.
Oh yeah.
It's iconic. It's better than this. This is still great, but
I wonder if I'll get DMCA'd.
I don't know. It's just old anime, and I'm not even sure who holds the rights to it anymore. I don't think it's like streamed anymore. The anime was definitely something I was definitely too young to watch when I did. That seems to be the universal experience.
I watched Elfen Lied when I was like 14.
Is that how you pronounce the name of that anime? I thought it was Elven Lied.
I think it might be Elfen Lied. No, I should not have been watching Elfen Lied when I was 14.
No.
And then I was like, I want to try Higurashi. And then I was like, nah. Elfen Lied was like more. Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. Wonder what she's apologizing for.
It's a Minecraft YouTuber apologizing again for something racist.
Oh god. It felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. I'm gonna actually turn this down a little bit more.
That's cool. I can just adjust it on my end if need be.
It'd been a while since I'd last went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Even though I'd lived there until last month, I found the bustle of the city to be overwhelming. Those skyscrapers and the multi-lane roads. The melodious cacophony of the crosswalk. Even the campaign speeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There's only the chirping of locusts and the babbling of brooks. And the cry of the Higurashi, the evening cicadas. Rather than making me feel lonely, that quietness had begun to instill a sense of serenity. Serenity? Wow. There is nothing where I'm living now. I don't just mean there aren't any burger joints. There aren't even vending machines. Wow.
Oh, God.
In Japan, that's fucking crazy. They have vending machines everywhere.
Yeah. Like, even back in, like, Showa 83 or whatever.
Yeah. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. Oh, God. An ice cream parlor? No chance. The nearest town has some stuff like that, but it's an hour away by bike. Come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors where I used to live, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at any of them.
That's so true.
I had lived in the city for 10 years and never once been to an ice cream parlor.
Oh no, Ladykins is playing Battlefield 2042.
Does it actually show you that? It doesn't show that on stream.
Shows me.
I should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Somebody's still apologizing. Who is she apologizing to? She's apologized so much, so just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. You just need to be more careful next time. She's still
Japanese equivalent of Amish living. No,
not really. Just a rural
Amish
town.
is a very like specific kind of culture and living.
Yeah.
Where not only do you just not have things, you like actively denounce technology
Oh yeah.
and advancement.
She's still apologizing even now. Then has she really done something that can't be fixed? I have no idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey you, the one she's apologizing to. Why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Keiichi's dad, do you want to be Keiichi's dad?
Yeah, I can be Keiichi's dad. Keiichi,
Awesome.
we're almost there. Wake up.
Wake up! I was finally roused. Wake up, wake up. Sorry. I was finally roused from my nap by my father's prodding.
Get up, bitch, we're in Hinamizawa.
It seemed the train had reached its final stop. We'd spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local routes. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond the window in the city I was in half a day ago were in the same country. No, that they were even from the same era. From there, we'd take a car deeper into the mountains.
That says Yamaha. You can't do that in video games nowadays.
No. Amazing! Look at all these posterized photos. Past where the dense
Very
forest and crouching on the mountain road suddenly opened up. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
We're also playing with the original graphics, like backgrounds
Yes, we are.
and sprites. And
We did modding for that, and shout out to DJ Group Hug in the chat for assisting with that.
hell yeah, thank you so much. It's you! I see you in my chat. There.
Yeah, that's that.
There, where I live now, Hinamizawa.
Yes, Hinamizawa.
You. Oh, title screen. Drop again.
Yeah, we'll get this at various times throughout the chapter.
We will eventually see a character.
Eventually.
Eventually. Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid bite. Although in exchange you could fill your lungs up with crisp, clean air. Flipping open the window, I was greeted with a verdant expanse, nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far away on the other side, so I was probably the only one enjoying that view and that air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that even air had its own taste. Oh yeah.
Imagine living in a city so dense that you don't realize that the air has a flavor. Ugh.
God.
Ugh. Get out. If any of you were living like that, get out. Run.
Run! I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. He's probably up.
Confuses me. It's very like French maid cafe.
It's great. He's probably up working until the early morning. Dad had had a rather unconventional job as a painter. It's such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want.
Is that how it works, Spoony? For an
Yes.
artist? Nice.
Sort of. Not... I mean, I have a pretty regular, I go to bed at 11 and get up at 8.
Can you delay your commissions forever?
No. I mean, I can, but I'm not gonna do that. So jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about that. It was just because it looked easy. It's not. I'd never tell him that, though.
He's like 14, we'll forgive him.
Mom laid breakfast out on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. My mom was such a good cook, it was scary. Perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't even know the meaning of the word schedule, my mom never squandered any time or effort. She hummed a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. It seemed like she was in a good mood today.
I guess I'll be Keiichi's mom, too.
If you want.
Their parents are pretty minor, so...
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're waking up early since we moved here, Keiichi.
If I don't get up early, I don't make it in time for your early breakfast. Thought I was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for being good.
A bowl of rice, or will half be enough?
Pile it on, baby! Give me that rice. First, I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that, I covered it with the egg. Between bites of rice, I enjoyed the crunch of the pickles. Not bad at all.
Hungry.
Oh,
I'm so fucking hungry.
excellent as usual. I had a bagel before stream, but now I'm hungry again. Watching me clean my plate, Mom gave me a warm smile.
Oh, right, that's me.
That's you.
I'm so happy you haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Keiichi.
I was not a morning person when we lived in the city. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting the breakfast Mom made me each morning, that was probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend cram school. I guess that was what you'd call my rebellious phase. I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she woke up early every day to make. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself. Mindful of the time, Mom rushed me along with a wide grin.
Isn't it about time to meet up with Rena-chan? Hurry, hurry! Leave
Hurry.
my house!
Hurry, hurry! Get out of the house! Mom really seemed to enjoy the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. Oh boy.
Well, you see, Mom, that's normal.
That's normal. Reina is one of my classmates. She really loves looking after people, coming to meet me every day without fail. The way I looked at it, a guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. But well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Reina wait there for me every morning? Hey Val, what's up? Taking one last gulp of miso soup, I raced for the door.
Please thank Rena-chan for the pickles.
And it is Rena, by the way.
Is it Rena?
It's Rena because her name is important later.
Oh.
I won't say why, but it's important later.
That's weird. But it's the fucking Japanese. Okay, anyway.
Yes,
Rena.
it's important.
Rena. Okay. Come to think of it, those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? If I'd known that, I would have savored them a bit more. Morning! Oh shit, are we gonna see Rena?
Finally.
Oh shit! The girl. It's you.
Yeah, and it's me. It's me. Everyone in chat, this is my girl, and if any of you dislike her, die.
Die. In
Keiichi-kun?
Minecraft. In
No,
Minecraft.
not in Minecraft.
Not okay.
Roblox.
Okay. All right. Okay.
In Roblox.
Good morning!
In Roblox. Okay. Her cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself.
Look at her. Look at her paws.
Look at her big old pubs. You're always so early. You should try sleeping in sometime.
If I sleep in, I'll keep you waiting.
She's so conscientious. And such a good person. If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind. God, this reminds me of the opening of DDLC. Sayori! Sorry.
You're so cold. Like frigid. Your hand feels like ice. I wait for you all the time.
She has boxing gloves for hands.
I'll leave you in the dust. Without looking back. I'm so mean to you.
No, Space. These are the original sprites.
Yeah,
They
no.
have their charm.
I wanted to use the original sprites so bad. You don't understand.
Why are you so mean? Why?
Why? Rena had a slightly troubled look on her face.
Those 1-2 rock smashers.
Toying with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed. I'm kidding, I'd wait for you. With those words, Rena seemed to relax.
Oh, so you were making a joke.
Yeah.
Saying this, she threw a large rock aside.
Yeah. Her face flushed bright red.
Thank you.
I'd wait forever until you came, Rena. No matter how long.
That's a bit gay. Forever.
Rena turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She's especially weak to this sort of talk. It's quite rare to find someone this fun to tease. Have you ever read a romance novel, Rena? Oh wow, that's... I'm sorry.
Look at her one grippy on the fucking left
Ooh.
hand.
Ooh.
I haven't. Never read any before.
From that response, I gathered she was interested in them, but was too embarrassed to actually buy one. I couldn't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Oh yeah, message from Mom. She says thanks for the pickles.
It was nothing. You're welcome. How were they? Not too salty?
They weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor to them. It would have been fine to just be honest and say they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright. I'd like to.
The kid in the hands. Knuckles technique.
Hang on, I'm gonna drink some water.
I'm gonna play Pumpkin Hill.
Yeah. I'd like to ask something before that. Were you the one who pickled them, Rena? Or was it your
No,
mom?
of course not. Huh? Huh? Why do you ask? Were they too salty? Do you think they're shit? Do you think they're terrible? Tell me!
I think your pickles are shit, Rena. All voices on, not used. Okay. I can't make angry faces or it changes the voices that are turned down. Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically. Was it you, Rena? Or was it your mom? Was it?
Why are you asking them? Why?
Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically.
Teasing this poor autistic child.
She counted frantically on her 3 fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she'd used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself.
It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I was trying to tease her.
Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. I'm an asshole. Rena nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response.
It was me.
Delicious.
I did it.
Delicious. Pretty good, just like the last ones. They were perfectly with the rice.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It truly was a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Rena never gets taken advantage of by some lowlife. Oh wow. Keep at it, Rena. I'll train you until you handle it like the average person, or so I decided for myself. Let's go! If we keep Mion waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Is that how you say Mion?
Yes,
Okay.
Mion.
Seeing as she'd just keep spacing out otherwise, I called Rena back to reality so we could make our way back to school. The strange, easily flustered girl is Rena Ryugu. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Ryugu?
Ryugu.
I've only known her for about a month, but I've come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. Rena. Renamon.
The way that she doesn't make eye contact is strange. And the way that she repeats her sentences. And the way that she's diagnosed with autism. Mi-chan, good morning!
Can I be Mion?
You can be Mion. She's a
Cool.
very tomboyish girl.
Yeah! I got a voice for her then.
that she's trans mask, but we'll get into
Awesome.
that one day.
Awesome. Coming up to the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved. That's my girl. Ah, finally, you two are late. Usually you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to the diligent Rena, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. She's Mion Sonozaki. For what it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class. Morning, Rena. God! I keep second-guessing myself with her name.
It's okay.
Morning, Rena. And it's been a while, Kei-chan. How many years? I was only off 2 days. You don't say. You were such a cute little tyke the last time I saw you. Mion's gaze started at my chest and dropped straight down, focusing on the point between my legs. So she was saying it was my crotch. Okay.
Mion's a little weirdo.
Mion, hello? Before you ask, just to be clear, I've never actually tried to show it. Uncomfortable.
This is the shit that I'm talking about.
That's a little goofy though. That's like
Yeah,
between like teenagers.
There's a worse scene. There's a worse scene that we will
Okay,
skip,
we
but-
will skip that. Okay. I've grown quite splendidly. You'd be surprised. Is this just teenager bullshit? Like this
Yeah.
that's what that feels like. Not only is he bigger, but he has a little mustache now. Being so engorged with energy every morning is quite a problem, though. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to... Stop! Don't say next time right now, it's just fine!
Meanwhile, Ren is looking at the both of them like, y'all are freaks.
You guys are freaks! Oh my god, it's the morning! I'm skipping this.
Yeah, it's like 8 in the morning and they're just like, hey, Keiichi, show me your fucking penis. And Ren is like, why are we like this? Why is this our
Ren
life?
is like,
why are you my friend?
what is happening? 18 plus stream. Mion sure does act like an old man sometimes. Gotcha. Time for penis reveal. I hope you don't regret it. Oh my god. As my hand reached for my fly, Rena began to ramble in near panic.
Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Red-faced and flustered, Rena tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. Yeah, this is... I went to high school. This is how shit was.
This is how teenagers act. It's very accurate.
How was it? Seeing the city again. Mion switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting the pleasant morning. I only went to a funeral. I didn't have much time. So yeah, did you look for it? That thing I asked for? You're not listening at all. I just came back from a funeral. I didn't have any time to look around in toy stores. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know. It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all.
Is this about games again, Michan?
Yeah. Mio nodded proudly as Rena giggled. Yep, I wanted Kei-chan to bring me back a Westport catalog, you see? Westport was short for Western Imported Games. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky. You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, I guess I have to now. I'm going to get another game full of hot action! This time I'd like a game that's easy to understand.
Me! You stole my line! Ah!
I'm sorry.
But yeah, Mion is a big fan of Western board games, so I don't know if it's accurate for the year, but she'd be a D&D fan if she's not already.
I mean, 2002. I don't know.
No, I mean accurate for like the year setting.
Oh, that's right. In the 80s? Oh no, in the 80s, D&D was huge.
I just don't remember what the exact year that it came out was.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Mion is a board and card game enthusiast, and I hear she's collected quite a lot of different ones. According to Rena, Mion's room has kind of become a museum for domestic and foreign games.
There's a really cool one called Inscription.
Imagine the crossover of a lifetime. If there's a game you think I'd understand, let me play too. Of course! If Kei-chan is up for it, I should warn you though, we're pretty tough. Just what I want. Play all sorts of games I don't intend to lose.
D&D was like the 70s. Oh, then absolutely. She probably has like 8 copies already.
Whoa. Then we'll let you in the group this time, I guess.
Bristling with joy from head to toe, Rena looked back and forth between me and Mion. Mion gave her an affirmative wink and her expression perked up even further. I thought boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured you wouldn't want to. Rena laughed happily. From such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I had moved here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. I'll have to try harder to fit in, so they won't feel like they have to make me feel welcome. I felt like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place.
School.
Also, I haven't asked the chat yet. How are audio levels? Are they balanced? Is anything too quiet? Is Cal too quiet? Is the music
Am I
good?
too loud?
Too loud? Sounds good to me? Okay, I will take that. Hinamizawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. That class encompasses all different grades and ages. I hear everything. Awesome! There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same class. I'm told that, long ago, there used to be a bigger school building, and they had actual separate classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class, and now it stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty... Oh! Thank you for the follow, Mappy Moo. Sorry.
Ah.
I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I've already gotten quite used to it. The sound of children playing started right from the morning. With such a lively mood, it felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that that was a bad thing. Mion, who had been walking in front of us up until then, suddenly let me take the lead, right in front of the classroom door. So I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. Heh, too bad I wasn't going to fall for that again. To think you'd give up the lead here. You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Mion oh, the penis music!
Penis music.
Mion chuckled with a haughty smirk on her face.
What is it, you guys?
Step back, Rena. It's dangerous. She's here.
Huh? Then Satoko-chan is...
Holy shit. Penis music. Her name was Satoko Hojo. Hojo? Final Fantasy VII Hojo?
No.
She was a disrespectful, impotent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up over just that.
I hated this kid. I wanted her dead. Dead! Dead!
The real problem was this. Quite the obvious trap, a blackboard eraser wedged in the door. It's too obvious. Satoko! A haughty laugh came from behind the door. Sorry.
No, exactly like that. That's her laugh.
Excellent, Kei-chan. I guess that means you win this round? No, this is Satoko we're talking about. I doubt this is it. After falling for such intricate traps since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one. Traps that relentlessly kept coming at you like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine. The list goes on. As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape. No time to relax. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. I took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day.
Ow. So, then why don't you just open the door and let it drop?
That's what it is! That's what Satoko was after. Make me focus my attention upward, so as I lifted my hand to the door, there were thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape, a frightening trap. A potent and terrifying trap, concealed by using the blackboard eraser. An impressive combination, Satoko. But in the end, nothing more than the trivial machinations of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room. I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching on my leg. Wow. By the time I realized she had me, hook, line, and sinker, it was already too late. Began to fall in an almost picturesque manner.
It's fucked.
Kei-chan, watch out! Ugh! Instinctively reacted to my own shrill warning, I twisted my body in midair before I landed on the floor. Ow.
Hey, careful what you're saying over there, Bianca.
Careful, careful. I don't know what happens in this game. I know it gets fucked up. Anyway, I know there's murder. Ow, ow, ow! An inkstone filled to the brim was placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered, imagining the situation had I landed square on it. Whoa! Oh, do you want to be Satoko, or do you want...
I will be this child.
Okay,
this
be this
sassy child.
Be this terrible child.
My, what do we have here? This is the most puntable child. Leave her alone.
No, I want to punt her.
No!
The most throwable kid.
A fair morning to you, Katie-san. Aren't we a lively one this morning?
Still sprawled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. That was a step up from your usual trap, Satoko.
I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning.
You little... Ow, 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 ow.
Sweetable spawn.
It seemed I'd inadvertently sprained my back a little when I'd landed. Better than landing on that inkstone.
Hello, the Rogue of Light.
Hello, Rogue of Light. A small hand gently rubbed my head. Oh, this is Rika.
Yeah, it is. You can be hurt.
Oh, I'll be Rika. Oh, I'll do my fucking Fluttershy voice for her. Does that work?
That works.
Okay. Pain, pain, go away. The small, dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head.
You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If you rub it like
Rika.
If you rub it like this, the pain disappears.
Thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but it didn't. But I didn't. It's not so much about what you actually do, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now.
Yay! Rika-chan, good morning!
Good morning.
Good morning!
Good morning to you, Rena. A good morning to all.
Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. It was infectious. Rena, Mion, and I all bowed back.
Yippee!
You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Satoko. I glared over in her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. Oh,
Mitts.
the mitts.
Gloves.
Oh, stretch time. I'm gonna stretch. And water. Ugh.
I am the very model of a good girl.
Hang on, I'm drinking water too.
No.
No. Big meaty
Drown.
claws. A good girl wouldn't set those nasty traps.
Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what proof. Ah!
I picked up Satoko by the back of her collar. She looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this, but a cat wouldn't be setting traps. Oh, you...
Well.
Well, she's much harder to deal with. I'm sorry. Try saying that. If you won't say it. Cocked my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Satoko's forehead.
I'm against violence. You don't even have any proof.
Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts. It can split plywood right in half. Okay, Keiichi.
Get away from me, you beast!
Don't say that in a way people will misunderstand. No. Small hand tugged on the back of my shirt.
Please stop abusing children.
Keiichi, stop being terrible with this anime bullshit.
She got Ocarina of Time proportions.
She sure does. Sure does. Anyway.
She's been lonely since you were gone for 2 days.
Rika-chan really is just so... How could I do anything more after being told that? I gently released my grip on Satoko, who at this point was on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. Tease these
The human
terrible
skull is
children.
only slightly thicker than a sheet of plywood.
Oh,
I'm not crying like an anime girl.
do it.
There are some lines that I won't cross.
Do it. Do it, coward.
Oh, wah. Hun.
Keep going.
It doesn't bother me. Ah.
Good. Where?
You mustn't cry, Satoko. Keep on fighting, yeah. Yeah.
Rika gently petted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess, those two are the same age. I think Satoko could learn a thing, or a million, from Rika-chan.
Next time, set an even more amazing trap.
Wait a minute! As she observed the scene, Rena's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon.
Oh, Satoko-chan is crying. So cute.
Oh, this anime bullshit.
You can't take them home.
Oh, but they're so cute.
You can't, no matter how cute they are.
But just for a bit, it's for me. It's fine.
It's for me? Rena kept a cutesy face even as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. According to Mion, Rena is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home. Object or person. Stealing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. Give it up.
And then I can just look. Just looking. That should be fine, right? Right?
Knowing that this gets fucked up, like this all feels like foreshadowing.
Listen. This is the front loading of anime bullshit to lower your guard.
It's just like DDLC. This is the original DDLC.
It is.
Rena swooned over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, I'll be forced to turn Rena into the authorities. Forgive me, Rena. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away. Teacher's coming.
She likes cops. Spread it around.
Quickly, clean everything up. Satoko, that inkstone is yours, right? Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtacks stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself.
You have no idea. I have every idea of the Rogue of Light. This is one of my special interests.
Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, sorry. The bedlam from before had been neatly tidied up. We made it in time! Rise, attention! Mion gave out the morning commands. Ugh. It's difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one. But naturally, she ends up spending all her time with the younger kids. Rena and Mion, being in the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. They even end up helping teach the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get to their own studies. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Rena and Mion with their studies.
Pretty good teacher, Keiichi-kun. I almost know how to add. Easy to understand.
Rena took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. It makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it, backwards and forwards. So while you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice. In contrast, this person over here is quite laissez-faire about things. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Look, Mion, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there will be trouble later on. With these marks... It's not like I'm aiming to go on to a prestigious school. I'll be fine.
Cool for that.
I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exams a little at a time. Look at those mitts. Her staunch defiance was really something else. This was a different type of relaxed than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exams.
Mii-chan, Keiichi-kun's doing his best to teach us. Don't be such a bitch. We need to try hard too.
Such a good and honest kid, Rena. I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school.
Oh, what? Thanks so much, except I don't want that.
Especially you, Rena. Private lessons?
No.
Just the two of us. Ooh.
Leave me alone.
Ooh.
Private lessons?
A puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Rena's head. It's exactly what kind of private lesson is she fantasizing about that's making her turn so red? I'd like to hear the play-by-play of that next time. Keiichi, you suck. You suck. You're such a creep.
He's a
Ugh.
creepy little boy.
He's a creepy
He's pretty
little
awful.
fucking boy.
But he's also a sweet little dog boy.
No.
And no, I will adopt him.
No.
He is my son.
I
He's my
hate
son.
him.
I'm
No.
sorry, he's my son.
While Mion was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual question. So, in the city, do you have to study this much? If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university. So you study just to get into a university? Well, yeah, basically. While knowing that this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future. Out here, you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. Really? Study equals entrance exams. Having that basic law of the universe is so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock. That is right. There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out with an exam. If anyone can get into university, then there's no need to be all uptight about that stuff, right? Well,
that's socialism.
Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge.
What uni is out here? Cicada you?
Cicada you. This old geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things, like killing people. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off, but since it was Mion, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. It probably did. In place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell drifted through the classroom. Kei-chan, we're done. We're done. It's our wonderful lunchtime. Normal things to say. In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period.
Keiichi-kun, let's have lunch, Star.
Star?
I might have been making a very troubled face. Rena smiled brightly at me. Alright, let's eat.
Cicada University is where I go to learn how to,
Sorry.
Everyone make your best cicada noise in the chat. Make sure it's in all caps and very spammy.
Sorry, that's my cicada. I lived in Florida, we had a lot of cicadas. There seemed to be a different cliques, even within the class. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different, we had both boys and girls, but we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Rena and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Satoko and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well.
Look at my paws!
Creatures such as me, what cicada are you listening to that goes clip beep 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 beep? What the fuck?
Oh.
Keiichi-kun, hurry!
Sorry, I was drinking water. The cicada noises took me out. Oh. Rena waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunchboxes. That's cute.
Keiichi-san's lunchbox is most assuredly a plain, miserly rice and seaweed. Your lunch sucks, idiot.
It is miserly. I think. Maybe it can be miserly. I don't know.
Oh, the miserly.
Oh, the miserly.
Everyone wanna be my cicada.
Hang on, I need to read that. It's Suko Boshi. Is that what that says?
Is that an onomatopoeia?
I think so. I think that's the cicada onomatopoeia. Or is that Ko? Yeah, that's Ko. Okay, read the rest of the line. Do it!
Why don't you show it to us? Come now!
Even though Satoko was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting.
Well then, Representative Me. Me! Like a me. Like a we.
Me, okay. Well then, Representative Me. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, anyway.
Well then, Representative Me, please give the signal to start.
At first, this was kinda embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may have all been different, but we were all friends.
Let's eat!
Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu! Sound of her
Representative Wii U.
God.
Representative Wii U.
Sorry. Sound of her little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. Yay, look, it's different art.
Yeah, we have the CGs on, so we're gonna see some different art styles in the middle of this.
The original...
And it's a little odd, but we'll suffer.
So the original game didn't have CGs?
No.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Really, though, I've gotten pretty used to the group. This group made up of all girls plus me. Of course, there are other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger.
No, all girls.
Plus me. They were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. Compare that to girls, well, at least these girls aren't picky. We put all the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick at them. I thought girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mion noticed that and teased me quite a bit. It's the fruit of my efforts? Question mark. I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch. I guess that was a translation error.
No, he's
Confucian.
Like he's saying that he didn't put much effort in.
Oh, I understand now. That's you.
My, isn't Sir Keiichi's lunch extravagant today?
My, isn't Madame Satoko's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight. I'm sorry. They keep describing food. Buying into the fight that Satoko was starting, our chopsticks locked in across counters, stabbing into each other's lunch.
My, how delicious!
Oh, this taro is good. The stewed stuff is good too, even cold. After seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expression broke into a little smile.
I saved some from dinner last night.
Oh, hello, Marivari. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are playing this, scary anime game. It's mostly scary because anime, by the way, right now. Also, hey, Redacted. Welcome. By the way, Satoko and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. Seems that Rika-chan makes it for both of them every day. Rika-chan made this too? These taste like mom's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes weren't from a mold, they were done by hand with a knife. It's not easy to do.
I guess Rika-chan's just good at this sort of thing.
She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that.
Mari, okay. I will call you Mari! Yippee!
Amazing, right? Amazing! Rika is quite exceptional in many ways. Oh,
That's nothing for you to boast about.
Rena's actually better at cooking than I am.
well, you know, Star.
Star.
How is that supposed to be pronounced? Just...
It's just a star.
It seemed that the topic of conversation switched to Rena when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Rena's lunch really was the star of the table. Oh, that's why she said star. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. It tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Rena's lunchbox constantly. Box. Everyone liked... Oh, that's you.
I'm burning laser eyes into you.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Everyone liked this one so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good, I hope. I hope.
I hope. It's got high marks from me. Mion, you're taking too much. Knocking Mion's chopsticks aside, I reached out, trying to secure my own portion. Satoko and Rika-chan reached over at the same time and struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in mouthful after mouthful while praising it, and Rena's lunchbox was soon empty.
Guys, I'm starving.
It was kind of bad that no one thought to leave any for Rena, but Rena seemed...
I'm so fucking hungry.
I'm so fucking hungry. But Rena seemed rather satisfied as she looked on.
How did you like it? Isn't Rena-san an extremely good cook too? Quite different from Keiichi-san.
I said that's nothing for you to boast about.
You're not much different from Kei-chan, Satoko. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet?
The music cuts out. Now it's getting real. Now Satoko's gonna kill her. Satoko's face went pale. Oh, penis music time. Never mind. Hey, even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know.
Of course I can. I really can.
It's really hard for her to lie.
Keiichi-kun, both taste good when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right?
I don't know about that, Rena. I don't know about that shit. Mayo's disgusting.
Mayo and broccoli!
On cauliflower. Listen, if any of you in the chat like mayo, I don't know what to tell you. I think you're fucked.
Mayo,
I
but
think there's nothing good for you.
like you can use it in like tuna salad and stuff, mixed in with stuff. Soup. That's not mayo. Do you put mayo in your soup? Stop it. No.
No, QP mayo is completely different. I don't care. They're both bad.
Burgers, yeah, on a burger is fine. Just a little bit of mayo.
Mayo soup. Stop that.
No. What? Did you read the rest of the line?
I did not.
You shouldn't be picking on her. Mi-chan too.
Rena hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed haughtily as she drew closer to Satoko.
Well, just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now then, Satoko, what's this?
Mion lifted up her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon.
Ugh.
But that's... asparagus...
Mion made eye contact with me, and within 0.3 seconds, I had Rika-chan's mouth covered. Holding a piece of bacon-wrapped asparagus and giving her 2 choices. She's pretty terrible.
Well, the yellow one is cauliflower. No, wait, the green one is cauliflower.
So which? Hmm?
No, probably the yellow one is broccoli. The blue one is cauliflower. The green one is,
Do you really know which is which? How about you just give up? I'd expect no less from the class representative, the oldest. The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into Sonozaki household must be quite the ordeal.
I do know. I'm looking something up, hang on.
You're looking something up!
Japanese cauliflower is a little yellower.
Oh, I see.
I do know, I really do.
Then answer the question.
I know.
Bullying children simulator. She finally broke down and started crying. When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age.
Rena likes it. How cute.
I love to see children suffer.
Rena entered a state of euphoria as Satoko bawled her eyes out. Rena was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheek against Satoko's head and smothered her. Really
Please
a
don't
very
touch me.
content face, one that wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile.
Why are their hands like boxing gloves? Listen, Ryukishi 07 had himself and a musician to work on this game. And neither of them could draw, so Ryukishi did the story and the art.
It's, like I said before, it's really good art for somebody who doesn't normally draw.
Yeah. Do you want the patch with PS3 sprites, updated CGs, widescreen support, and other remastered music? We have
I
it already.
actually, okay, I have the mod space scene. I actually do. I have, I can.
We have
at any-
7th one installed.
Yeah, and I wanted the original ones.
You think I don't know how to play Higurashi? You
No.
think I ain't decked it out?
Don't be mean to my friend. Don't.
I'm just playing.
No, this was a choice. This was a conscious choice. I just need that. Just check. Not a problem.
We're here for the early 2000s experience.
We're
Exactly.
here
The year is
for it.
2002. The Twin Towers just fell.
I'm sorry I broke my model for a second. I covered my face laughing. Okay. Go! Go!
Rena, Mimi's picking on me.
Wah.
Wah!
Cute, cute.
Soup!
It's okay. Rena One-chan will take care of all those bad people who tease my little sister.
Oh my god, she's punching her! It's like a flash of lightning! What was that just now? You're killing her! Both of Rena's fists shot out at supersonic speed. Thank you for the follow, Spacine! Hello! Also hello and welcome in. Striking Mion and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Mion and I were sprawled, spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our faces. This is the first time you've gotten one, right? Today, she went easy on us. Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? With that, Mion and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of Rena.
Chris Redfield action. Boulder Fashion 9000
Rena.
coming hot.
Rena can punch boulders when cute things happen.
Rena and Chris Redfield are actually like cousins.
Yeah. God.
See, Satoko-chan, I took care of them. They're dead.
They're dead.
Cute. I want to take you home. Omochi kairi.
That's what she says in the anime.
Aw. Making sure Rena couldn't see it, Satoko stuck her tongue out at us. Damn it all, using Rena like a puppet. Rika-chan massaged our bruises without saying a word. Oh.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Ring-a-ding-ding. Is this gonna get fucked up before we end stream today, you think?
Oh god, it's so hard to remember. I think so.
Maybe. Maybe. No matter what the day had held, the last school bell always came too soon. Our shadows stretched off into the distance.
Hey, Keiichi-kun, tomorrow, do you have plans or anything? Or anything?
Huh? It was such a direct question from Rena, I inadvertently blushed. If it was for a date, then wouldn't you do it more subtly? Rena saw me lost for words and realized that I'd misunderstood and turned red as well.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm into girls. You see...
So apparently that wasn't what she meant, but since it's always fun when Rena's in a panic, I went along with it a little. No, really, so it wasn't meant that way.
Huh?
Playing it up,
manipulation!
Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection.
Keiichi-kun, why are you so disappointed? Why? Why? You never stand a chance with me. I'm a solid 10 and you're like a 3.
Unable to hold it any longer, Mion slapped me on the back. I see. This old geezer never knew you could push your buttons like that.
What's up with that?
Huh? What is it?
Mion was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach while Rena flailed around, completely bewildered.
It wasn't that funny, Mion.
I couldn't help but start laughing as well, feeling just a bit guilty. I ruffled Rena's hair. Kidding. Sorry, it was a joke. That was my fault. She really is a cute one. She is pretty cute, with her big meaty claws.
Her mittens.
Her mittens. That's you.
Huh? A joke? Since when?
About halfway through. Halfway? So, Kei-chan, that means you weren't acting when you blushed at the start?
Huh? That means?
There was only a momentary lapse, but there was no way Mion would let such a delectable detail slip by her. Well, you see, saying anything more was also a bad idea. In my bewildered state, I slipped further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while. Geodude-looking grippers. Oh, yeah. So why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Rena?
Free to die? I mean, huh? Oh, what were we talking about?
It'd been so long that Rena had forgotten. That's how long Mion had teased me. It's just, Kei-chan, you probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That's true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times like we're playing a pin the tail on the donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here. Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school.
Yes. So you see, tomorrow, we were thinking that Mi-chan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa and show you around.
That would be a godsend. Frankly, I was happy about the offer. You'll come, of course, right? I'm sorry. if I'm free. You're being invited by a girl, you know. If I'm free. You're probably free anyways. If I'm fucking free. I was being stubborn so as not to give a clear yes or no. Even though I thought it was a godsend, I'm too much of a scamp to say so up front.
Can you believe that, this covers, like what we've done so far, covers about the first 10 minutes of the first episode of the anime?
Yeah, this seems pretty familiar, because I did watch, like, the first episode.
Yeah, just that this is long. It's granular. Watch out.
Watch out. Look out.
Keiichi-kun, you're not free, perhaps?
No. Perhaps? While Mion and I had our rather sour back and forth, Rena peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in. Sorry, forgive me, I apologize, I'm free.
Great!
The trepidation disappeared from Rena's face as it blossomed into a smile. Hey now. Seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Rena, isn't there? Seems Mion didn't care for how rude I was to her, compared to how quickly I agreed with Rena. But her being annoyed was very interesting, so I pushed Rena forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion behind. Let's go, Rena. Maybe it should just be the two of us tomorrow, leaving grumpy old Mion behind.
Oh, if Keiichi-kun is okay with that, then...
I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keiichi Maibara.
It'd be great if the two of us could go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Rena?
We'll already have you, basket case. If we're bringing a basket, I'll make all the food, maybe? Maybe.
Don't you ignore me too, Rena. I'll put out a village-wide circular saying that you two disappeared into the hotel district together. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Punch.
Well then, I'm going home right now to start making it. Die. Tomorrow's gonna be so fun. Later, Keiichi-kun. Mi-chan. Bye.
Bye.
Rena bounded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me standing next to Mion, sprawled out on the ground. There was a welt on her face. Are you alright? It's over 2 meters between you guys.
Since you came, they've become sharper. The old geezer's body can't handle it.
Maybe it'd be easier if you stopped saying stuff that makes Rena want to hit you. Or else this will end up being Mion's slapstick comedy hour. If that happened, the results might be fatal. Oh! Don't feel bad, Mion. You're probably the only one who can dodge her jabs.
It felt like it was her knee, though.
Could it be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master? Maybe
Yes.
someday we'll see her debut in an extreme contact sport.
With those mittens, she'll win every match.
Mm-hmm. You can't lose, Rena. You need to train up and have a rematch.
Kei-chan, you should. This old geezer will root for you.
Stop calling yourself an old geezer. You're like 17, aren't you?
Yeah, she's like 16.
Mion and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Rena's infallible technique. Wow. Also, hey Eris, I haven't seen you in a bit.
Higurashi, When They Cry. 7th expansion presents Welcome to Hinamizawa, When They Cry.
When they
In case
laugh.
you didn't know- When they laugh. New tips unlocked. Tips acquired.
Hmm.
We should read the tips.
You all tips?
They are little... Yeah, they're little optional scenes. Oh, we don't have... Okay, so... In the new music tracks, the music for the tip screen is this really ominous, like, Gregorian chant that's like... Oh. Space don't know what I'm talking about.
Maybe I can change it when I get back to that menu.
Maybe.
So Rena, we're the same age?
We're the same age.
Whoa.
Yes, that's right. We're the same zodiac animal, too. Chinese zodiac, that is.
Yeah. Hey now, it would be weird if we were the same age but not the same zodiac animal.
That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you can have different animals even if you're the same age.
Huh? Oh, I see. Mion, you're pretty smart. Ahaha.
What
Ahaha.
month are you born, by the way, Keiichi-kun? I'm July.
It's coming up on Rena's birthday, everybody. I hope you have a present.
Oh shit. Rena smirked and puffed up with pride. Hey now, what's the meaning of this? She's not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday is a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? Don't even. It's impossible to challenge me by birthday. I wouldn't even mind you if you bet $1 per month. What the fuck, Keiichi?
Huh? Why? Why?
Rena panicked at suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I'm certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. It's just sending her into a panic about something as simple as a birthday is so fun I can't help myself. Keiichi, you're a fucking ass.
Unfortunately, I don't remember if we get told in this tip, but yeah, Keiichi Maibara has, an unfortunate birthday.
Oh.
April 13th.
Oh! Oh! You know what I gotta bring out. Shit! It didn't work. No!
You just skipped through a bunch of...
I gotta do it though. Hang on, maybe... Awesome. Okay. Hang on, I gotta do it again.
I don't know what you're doing, unfortunately.
Anyway.
What's going on over there?
Silence.
Oh god.
Okay, where were we?
So that means you were born in April, okay?
Okay. So that means you were born in April, Kei-chan? Right on. Too bad, Rena. I'm already far older than Rena.
See, then you're the same age as me-chan.
Well, it's just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough. Mion snickered through her nose. Hey now, that's not something to get all high and mighty about, as if I'm one to talk. Now that you mention it, you're in a higher grade, right, Mion? If you're into underclassmen, then I can be an underclassman from now on, Jesus.
Me-chan, you're not making any sense to me. You're scary.
Just by seeing Rena's blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what she meant by it, though. Then Satoko and Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grade is so different that they should be in a different school, shouldn't they?
Keiji-kun, your tastes are a bit too young, I think.
Yeah, you fucking think? you fucking think? What the fuck? Not making any sense yourself, Rena. Just grab under her head and scruff it a bit. Val, that emote. That is very...
Yeah.
That's how this anime game making me feel. I wondered about it before, yeah. I was wondering why the school has different school years all mixed up. There aren't enough classrooms. Can't help it. This building is being rented from the forestry service after all. If she said it like that, it makes sense. Thought our school was strange for a while now. Schoolyard's gravel, there are rooms that aren't for classes, and there's some strange sort of construction machinery parked here. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? There was one here forever from before the war. It got dilapidated. They closed it down. Probably was a grand old schoolhouse. Well, because of that, the students would have to attend the school in the city. That's pretty far though, you know?
Which school would that be?
Did you know there's a school if you pass by the Okinomiya train station, turn at the hospital, and head towards the pediatrics department?
What? So far?
I couldn't tell where that was by the location, but I understood it was pretty far from Rena's reaction. Well, that's why. The guys that didn't want to commute to Okonomiya rented out the building from the forestry services and are attending the pseudo schoolhouse here.
About half the children in Hinamizawa go here. There are quite a lot of kids that come here on bike.
Well, since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education.
Not true, Mi-chan. If you study properly, then you can go anywhere you want.
Wasn't things nicer in those days?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I totally agree with Rena on this one.
Yes, that's right, that's right.
Japan is really weird about renovating old dilapidated buildings too. They'd much rather just let them be abandoned and make a new building. Is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's try our best.
All of you, try your best. This old man will be rooting for you. Not just us, you too. You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you? Your future is bleak with grades like this.
I care
Fine.
not.
Just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll just mooch off Kei-chan as he works forever.
What do you mean by mooch off Kei-chan? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Oh, this is the teacher.
Hey, you're too loud. Be quiet during self-study.
Why
Teacher.
does she sound like that?
Teacher yelled at all three of us. It's completely our fault. Oh, that's me. Satoko saw it and chortled haughtily. Stuck out my tongue at her in response. It is just as Mion says, this school has nothing to do with higher education. But it makes up for that by having lots of valuable things other schools don't. Yippee! Okay, I want to see.
If you could change the music.
Here we go. I don't know if I can access the options from where I am. Can I save? Let me save. Save.
So yeah, we're at the end of chapter 1 here.
Awesome. Do we need to see this one?
Are
these
you don't
important?
need to see. I will highlight the ones that are important.
Okay.
That's just explaining that no, the kids in Himizawa don't really have a uniform.
I understand. Well, that's fair. So we've saved chapter 1 of chapter 1. Should we take a break before we
take a break.
continue? Can just leave it on this music, perhaps.
Before we go, though, I would like it if we played the Higurashi anime intro.
I don't know if that'll get me in trouble on YouTube.
Okay, if you don't want to do it, that's fine.
We could link it in the Discord, maybe. Like, the thing about, like, anime opening music is a lot of the time it'll... Like, you would think, oh, this is old as hell, this won't get DMCA'd, and then your VOD will get taken down. It's like, no! But
Which is super weird. I'll take your I'll
yeah.
take your expertise on it.
I had music from Parasite, which is a somewhat obscure anime, and it got privatized, and I was like, no!
That
Anyway.
sucks. But hey, there's a link in the chat, everybody.
Hell yeah! Anime opening. Also, I want to play this video. There we go. That's also Higurashi fans when they hear cicadas. Okay. Let's take a quick break. I will be right back, Cal, and also chat.
No worry.
Yeah.
Should I keep talking?
If you want to keep talking, you can. I'll just mute
Sure.
myself.
Hey, chatters. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Hi. I will preface this by saying that the first like bit of Onikakushi is very much just like children go to a school hijinks, and it can be a little not interesting, but I think it's important for the way that the story progresses as a whole to just kind of like show you these events with the kids before shit starts to go a little south. You type in a resume and drinky orange soda. I hope you enjoy your orange soda. Do you remember how long it takes for the stuff to happen? I'm pretty sure the first quote-unquote stuff to happen happens at the end of the next day. Oh god, you're here. Jesus Christ. I thought I had more time.
No. I mean, we can still be breaking. I just need to get water. Where'd you go?
I'm here.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm just gonna quickly go see what's going on with my dinner. So I'll be back soon.
Cool. This game is terrifying because it's anime. Anime bullshit. I'm excited for it to get fucked up though. And excited to see 8-year-olds kill each other. I don't think it gets quite as fucked up, like, as like DDLC. But I don't know, it'll be neat to check this game out and actually see like what inspired things
this
like
specific episode doesn't get as bad as DDLC. Other episodes are worse.
worse. Well, I know like DDLC it like gets more like meta horror than this.
That's true.
Don't, I thought you were going because it actually gets meta in this game and I got excited.
If you want meta shit, points at Umaneko.
Oh. Sick. Okay. let's continue on with the anime bullshit. I'm ready. I'm sorry I keep calling your game you love anime bullshit.
No, you're right.
I am right.
You are.
I am right.
Just because I like something doesn't mean you can't A, say something about it, B, have criticisms of it.
Yeah. I took it a little easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. And to top it off, that pesky mom of mine pushing a return journey errand on me just as I'm trying to leave the house. Today was the day Rena and Mion were going to show me around Hinamizawa. Oh. I was about to go Bubalia. I'll just do it. Bubalia. Anyway, Rena and Mion were already waiting at the meeting place.
Kei-chan, you're late.
Sorry. The show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that.
Oh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting?
Mi-chan, you just got here yourself.
Is that a gun? Is that a gun?
I don't know.
I like how I was like boob and not gun. Last night's episode of A Day in the Life of was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. Rena was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag. What is that? Mion answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right.
This is anthrax?
Rena really did make a picnic.
Kei-chan, after you left,
Rena pulled out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it.
Okay, so the gun is, like, obviously a thing. But the holster that it's in is also super weird. Like, normally a holster for a gun is, like, around your waist.
Mm-hmm.
This is, like, around your shoulders, so you're, like, grabbing it, like, at this really weird angle, and it's, like, the longest draw of your life to, like, pull it into a usable position.
Mm-hmm.
12 shots.
12 shots.
It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay?
Star.
she's been like this since last night, you know. Can you take responsibility for this?
I can read. All right. I am a man after all. I'll take responsibility because I'm the man.
I've seen those before. I think cops use them mainly. So yeah, they suck.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Responsibility? For what? For what? For what?
As we both turned around slowly to look at Rena,
Why?
our gazes drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except this was Rena we were talking about here.
Y'all took my food yesterday and I didn't get to fucking eat, so I've made sure to pack plenty this time. About 2 kilos, I guess?
When Rena was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit.
I say 5.
Exaggerating. Kichi-kun is a boy after all. Gender. I thought he could probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay?
Star.
Uh-huh. Let's get going. Heave-ho!
Just from the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe the only things in there were lunchboxes. Correction. I say 5 kilos too.
I'll help out, but all of it needs to be eaten.
I won't forgive you if you make Rena sad, got it? The only thing I could do at that moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. This game needs to stop talking about food.
I know, right? I'm starving to death.
Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll, a carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. These were the boonies, after all. No slovenly desk jockeys trudging to work on the... Slovenly desk jockeys trudging to work on the weekends out here. It really was a nice place. Peaceful, quiet.
Oh, you just finished eating, Eris?
Eris. I'm so
Trying to make us
hungry.
jealous, huh?
Trying to make us jealous. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Rena's outfit is like so strange for like the 80s.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds.
I will give you 2 seconds, but I have a line to read. Ah, good day. Good day? Oh, you would be Meibara-kun, I believe. My 2 companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All of these passerby even knew my name. When did I become this famous? We passed 3
Have you
people.
ever had a friend who like just seems to know everybody?
Yes, I do. We passed 3 people, and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid.
It's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there are few people here. There are so few people here in Hinamizawa.
So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume it's that Meibara fella who just moved here?
Yeah, that's how it works out.
It was a process of elimination you could only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effective. From now on, I'd better make sure to maintain a good reputation. The day I'm discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in a bookstore, I can expect all the villagers labeling me as a lech by the next day.
You may be right.
That's not how you spell that. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. I'm pretty sure it's Lech, but whatever. It's not the end of this nightmare.
Of course I know them. The first person we met was old man Taikazo from the Nakano bike shop. I can't fucking read.
I feel this. Do you have food
His
now?
hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute.
Do you have food now? I thought I heard you eating food.
I'm sorry.
Next we meet the grocer's second son, Daisuke-kun. His hobby is sharpshooting and he hopes to be an ace sniper in the future. And the person we just met was Mio-san, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are birdwatching and photography.
You know the names of everyone we pass by and even their profiles? Seeing my surprise, Mion and Rena exchanged looks and burst into laughter.
Well, yeah, we're not like the city where people hardly know their neighbors.
Then let's try it out. You there. Who am I? Who am I?
You're Keiichi Mayabara. You say some mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person.
It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately, you switched over to wearing boxers, didn't you? What?
That's enough. That's enough.
Thanks.
Why are you saying these things?
Boxers.
Enough of that. Apparently there's absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. Oh god, spit just flew onto my monitor so far away. Apparently there's absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. Hinamizawa is not a place to be trifled with.
Scary out here.
How does she know that? She's looking at his junk too much. This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around.
And that's right. We're parading around like this after all. It'll give everyone a chance to see for themselves that Kei-chan is fitting right in here in Hinamizawa.
The population in Hinamizawa is shrinking, so the villagers welcome anybody who's new here. I'm sorry for tucking into the food already.
That's okay. Eat your food. Thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of, "You're kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved into the city like this before? Thinking about that made me believe that what they said wasn't a joke at all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out to, again, the same way. Oh my, good day. It's wonderful seeing you getting along. Although...
This lady here is Fujishima-san.
Good day. Oh my, Meibara-kun. How wonderful for you, having a lovely girl on each arm. How are you? Getting used to life here? Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an emphatic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was.
Good. Good.
As I looked back over to Rena and Mion, they gave me a wink.
So now then,
Time to die.
about time to have lunch, maybe? Maybe.
Rena's brilliant smile signaled the approach of
What?
an event that both... What?
You
What?
laugh.
What?
What?
I'm laughing at the chat.
Oh.
I repeat myself, and then there's just emoji, the oh. Rena's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. I'm a man. I'll do what I can.
Ours.
But it's just too much. It's fine, Kei-chan. Oh. Leave it to this old man.
The
Mion
reason
has...
you can click on the log, by the way, is because if you had the voices on it, it would replay the voice line.
Oh. Mion has never seemed as reliable as she does right now. I'd expect no less from the class representative. Rena, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view.
Oh, yes. Good idea. I agree.
Rena nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. Chapter 3. Fun? Maybe.
I'm sorry if you're not having fun.
No, I was just reading the chat. I am having fun because we're reading dumb anime voices and it's funny.
We are.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
Nothing.
Okay. Cresting the top of a stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appeared before us. It had worn down a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves had been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling.
And this here is the Furude Shrine. It's probably the place with the best view around.
This place, be sure to remember it. On our next break, a festival will be held here. Ah, isn't it a bit too early in the season for a festival? The Watanagashi isn't a summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration of the end of winter. I was embarrassed for assuming that festivals had to be held in the summer. Am I going to get an explanation for Mion having a gun? Ever?
I don't know.
I'm surprised Keiichi didn't say something. Anyway, keep going.
Spread out the lunch boxes, and there.
I want to look something up right now.
Okay.
Were guns legal in Japan in the 1980s? Yeah, I don't know. Not getting an answer right away. I just know guns are like super illegal in Japan. Like super.
They are. That's why Shinzo Abe had to be assassinated with the thingamajig.
Yeah. And also like Resident Evil 4's like gunshot noises were recorded in America because you can't shoot the open air in Japan. So in order to
Did they not even have like gun ranges there?
No.
That's crazy.
They had to go to America to record the gun sounds for Resident Evil. It's absurd. Anyway, hey Void, what's up? Read your line. I'm sorry I interrupted. Oh, you did. Various colored lunchboxes were placed one after the other on top of the plastic sheet. Sure did smell delicious. It was Rena's home cooking. It went without saying that it would be delicious. But is it even possible to finish all of this? Hey, Mion, it'll take more than just a good view to get all this down, you know? Good afternoon. Oh, we're gonna die by 8-year-olds.
Goes T-pose. Or A-pose, more like.
She A-posing. It was Rika-chan and Satoko. Why are they here? Mion grinned over at me. I see. This was her secret plan. The power in numbers. You have my thanks, Mion. Following up when all the pieces are in place is my specialty.
Ted time. We had just had to come. What the fuck is happening with my eyes? We just had to come since there was such a commotion. What is the meaning of this?
Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. A handmade gourmet meal by Rena.
I can see that much. We have shooting ranges here, Eris.
It's like the only place you can get your hands on a gun, really. Well, legally.
I can see that much. Why have you laid out a tarp on our property?
That temple is public grounds. It's not yours.
Keiichi is right. This is everyone's property.
Wow, Rika-chan is such a good girl. That's weird to say. Have a seat. Eat with us. After opening up a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back on Satoko.
Second. Where's my spot? I'm already tucking in. I don't even need a spot.
No spot for you and nothing for you to eat.
But don't worry, there's some for you too.
None! I'll eat all of hers.
I will not allow that! Rika!
Here, chopsticks.
Both Satoko and I leapt at the boxes, having it out with each other.
Man, really, Kei-chan, you're really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this.
Have a plate. One for me-chan and Rika-chan too. Also spaced, that's on purpose.
Yeah. He's very comic relief character. Rena whipped out pairs of chopsticks and paper plates. I want to go on a picnic now.
If we don't hurry, it'll all be eaten up.
That's right. Okay. Shall we commence this battle?
I've never been on a picnic. Please eat a lot. There's enough for everyone.
I don't know if I have. I brought food to a lake before and eaten at a picnic table, so I guess that counts. Rena said as she opened up a thermos. I'll go make your food. Just then I realized that this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different. Whoa! What is this anime bullshit?
I'll eat a half a hamburger.
That's not a hamburger. Using your elbow is against the rules, Satoko. Is that Keiichi over there?
Yeah, that's Keiichi.
Oh my god.
Ironically, it's crazy that you're seeing him here because in the actual base visual novel, he doesn't have a sprite until episode 4.
Whoa. Awesome.
So on Steam, that would be game 4.
I
Grabbing
see.
the back of my collar is also against the rules.
It was a tough battle, blocking with her full momentum and an elbow in the opening move. Satoko appeared to have the upper hand, but the difference in our proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal and gave me the upper hand.
The last meatball.
Meatball!
Satoko Hojo has been bested! No! Oh. That's the noise.
Crazy because that's exactly how that is in the anime. That was an exact line read.
Oh. Satoko and I amiably began choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming.
Bye.
Rika-chan patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Seeing that made Rena blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost
Calm
like
down.
flowers were floating all around her. Mion advised Rena to refrain from saying anything that could get her blocked up. This is how our meals usually go. That sucks. I'll do anything in my power just so things could stay like this. I am remembering why I couldn't finish, I couldn't get to the good shit in the anime. Because
That's crazy because the good shit happens by episode 2.
I remember I watched the first episode and it opens with a shot of somebody getting stabbed in a classroom. I was like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. And then it was this, and I was like,
You just couldn't appreciate creative dissonance at the time.
I couldn't! I want to get to the scary shit. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could begin talking. Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. I do wonder why there are so few words in Japanese to praise how something tastes.
It's true. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I'm giving you a minute. I'm gonna read this
I was
line.
eating bone marrow.
Oh, you...
And I fucking absorbed it into my throat.
Oh! Suck on that bone marrow. Isn't it because the idea of togetherness during a meal didn't begin until the modern era? Oh, that's you. Do you need me to read?
No, people ate in silence. I'm okay.
Keep going.
Oh shit, I put a huge potato in my mouth.
It must have made the people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's probably because the people back then were so busy eating that they didn't have time to compliment the flavor.
That's just you.
But just hearing that it's good makes me happy. that my effort was worth it, I mean.
She blushed a little as she said that.
I like that whenever she blushes, she gets like a little bean mouth.
It's cute. It was delicious. It's absolutely perfect timing. Rika-chan struck Rena directly with praise. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. Oh. Oh. Wow. After Rena uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose from her head with an audible poof. That sounded more like a bring. What is wrong with you, Rena?
Rika-chan, I'm gonna take you home. No, I mean, thank you.
What a freak. She's a freak. It was really delicious. Rena flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika-chan and rubbing her cheek against her so hard you can almost hear it.
It's like stone on stone.
Alright, sorry.
To reward Rika-chan for her praise. Ta-da! These are special.
2 apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrust them toward Rika-chan. Scary shit? After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way. Good. Make it scary. God damn it, the penis music. Fuck! What is it, Satoko? What's with that defiant look? What's with the penis music?
Has everyone prepared proper praise to receive apples from Renaissance?
Ugh, so fucking... Don't push yourself. What kind of praise can you think up with your weak vocab? What?
Do you want to skip through Apple Rabbit so we can get to the other stuff a bit faster?
Should I?
It's not necessary. It's just a funny little... blah, blah, blah.
Oh, oh, Satoko thought it was yummy too. Oh, they're all cutesy and eating food. I'm sorry I sound like so annoyed with this, but I'm just like, the penis music. Don't fall for it. Oh.
Tell Glomp, Sadako. When was the last time you heard that word?
Glomps. Glomps! When should I stop?
When the penis music ends.
Okay, we must... When the penis music starts, we skip. We get through it. We persevere. Why do you have a gun? Woman, why do you have a gun? We went on a picnic, and penis music happened. And more irrelevant things to the plot happened. Just some anime bullshit to make you go ha ha. Oh, silence enveloped the area. What happened? Okay, let's read this.
It's more anime bullshit. Just keep going.
It is?
Yeah. It's just Keiichi employs the perfect thing to say to make Rena like him and give him more rabbits.
Oh.
Actually, the important thing to glean from this scene is that Rena is good at cooking. That's true.
Awesome.
That is relevant.
More penis
Goodbye.
music. More penis music. I'm just... Hello.
Look faster.
I'm trying! The penis music is so long! God. Okay, penis music is gone. Should we begin?
Mm-hmm.
At that
Yeah.
time, Rena stopped her squealing as she suddenly realized something.
Rika-chan, you're not eating it. Oh, wait, no, this is continuing.
Why is this going on so long?
This is Higurashi, bud.
What? Hang on.
It was her nose. It was her nose.
What?
She's doing the nosebleedy thing because it's cute.
Whose nose actually bleeds when they get, like, excited?
No one. No one alive.
God, the penis music is plaguing me. Mion has a gun. Goodbye. Oh, awesome. It's over. Wasn't that cute? That's visual novels for you?
Yeah. It was a fun-filled, crazy day, but as soon as the sun began to set, the end of the day really did come quickly.
You missed all of it, Breakbeat? That's fine. You didn't actually miss anything.
We didn't miss anything. Later, Rena and Kei-chan, see you tomorrow. Thanks for today, Mion. I had a great time. I like this
See you tomorrow.
filter over
Yeah.
the sprites.
The evening filter is really nice. It's very well done.
Yeah. Satoko and Rika-chan went home as well. We parted our ways with Mion, and it ended with just Rena and myself
Yeah, I sure hope they did.
enjoying the evening air on our way home.
Thanks for coming today, Keiji-kun. Was it fun?
Yeah, look, lots of fun. Almost feels like a waste to go home now.
Then, well, would you mind taking a little detour, maybe? Maybe?
A detour? Is it far?
It's a bit of a walk, but it won't take long.
Since we have been walking around all day, I must have seemed a bit tired. Not feeling like teasing Rena, I quietly nod. Water.
What?
Water. Construction. Traversing a small...
You're right, you want a bit of water?
a bit of water. Traversing a small path up a...
Water.
Stop! Up a small hill, the land suddenly stretched out before us. There, what looked like the remains of a dilapidated construction site came into view.
I'm going to kill you now.
A large heap of garbage spread out off towards the swamp.
Landfill.
Probably illegal dumping. I recalled it being in the newspaper.
It's been quite a while. I wonder what's here. I wonder what's here.
When you say it's been a while, you mean the business you had here was with this garbage pile?
It's not garbage. To me, it's a pile of treasure.
Rena had already entered that well-known cute mode of hers. So that meant there was something cute here, right?
Whoa, a new pile. I can't wait. I can't wait.
This is what I mean when I say that she's autistic. No, like, allistic child is going to an illegal dumping ground and being like, yes, fuck yes, a new fucking pile of trash, yes!
Yeah, new pile! Nice pile. She descended the unstoppable slope with ease. I'd expect no less from a born and bred country girl. Hey, wait, I'm coming. Whoa! The city-raised self was completely pitiful.
It's alright. Just stay there, Keiji-kun. I won't take long.
Rena kindly declined my accompaniment. Don't fall! Watch your step!
I'm fine. I'm fine. This is nothing at all.
Literally bounding among the heaps of trash, Rena disappeared from sight. I didn't like being left behind, but I was still pretty tired from the whole day, so I just ended up waiting. Without the lively Rena around, the surrounding area quickly fell into silence. The cry of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. Note, Higurashi means cicadas. Fairly exhausted, I began to feel a little sleepy. Just then, the sudden noise of scattering pebbles alerted me to somebody's presence. Startled, I turned around. Whoa, hey dude! Standing there,
Adult man.
there was a typical-looking photographer. He spied over at me through his camera. His body was tanned and fit, but something about him seemed unreliable, and he had a bit of an aloof air about him. Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case.
Whoa. You surprised me.
Although startled when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. That was my line. I'm the one who's surprised here.
My bad, my bad. I didn't mean to startle you. Are you from Hinamizawa?
I gathered that he wasn't from that question. Unfazed by my suspicious gaze, he introduced himself without my prompting.
I'm Tomitake. Freelance photographer. I come to Hinamizawa from time to time.
I didn't ask who you were. Quite rude to photograph someone without consent, one would think. Yeah?
My bad, my bad. I mainly photograph wild birds. They can't refuse, you see.
So, what you're saying, I'm the same as the birds?
No, well, you see, that image of a young man in the twilight was just picturesque. I apologize for trying to take your picture without asking.
Adults are pretty slick. All that annoyance I felt for being startled just flew away as he buttered me up. I had no intention of hanging around with this guy trying to get cozy with me, except it didn't seem like Rena would be back soon.
This older guy, Tomitake-san, he didn't mind my cautious responses and continued rambling on by himself.
Keiichi-kun, keep you waiting. I'm finished now.
Rena popped her head out from one of the lower piles of garbage and waved her hand.
You have someone with you. What would she be doing over there?
That's what I wanted to know. Dunno. Maybe she's checking on that dismembered corpse that was out here long ago. Probably. Tomitake-san looked shaken up by that for a moment. Uh-oh, I responded like I would if I were talking with Rena and the others.
It was quite a disturbing incident.
Oh.
They still haven't found one of the arms.
Oh. Oh.
Keiichi-kun, sorry to keep you. You were waiting a while, I guess.
I'd best leave you two lovebirds alone. Again, my apologies for startling you, Keiichi-kun.
Goodbye, sir. Tomitake-san chortled suggestively, then disappeared into the twilight. Missing my chance to retort put me off a bit.
Keiichi-kun, are you angry? Why, I wonder?
It wasn't Rena's fault, so I decided to just brush it off for now. How was it? Find a treasure trove?
I found a body.
Oh, yes, so listen. You see, there was a Colonel Randy doll.
A Colonel Randy doll? Oh, that thing. Those statues they always have out in front of that fried chicken place. That life-size dummy?
So, the, Colonel Randy, the Colonel Sanders here, is a reference to, the fact that most Japanese KFCs have, like, a statue of Colonel Sanders outside of their location.
Oh my god.
And, there's a, like, superstition around one very specific Colonel Sanders doll. Wherein it's like the curse of the Colonel. I'll have to look up the Wikipedia page for, the details.
Colonel
I'm
Randy.
forgetting.
Colonel Randers.
Yeah, the curse of the Colonel refers to a 1985 Japanese urban legend regarding a reputed curse placed on the Japanese Kansai-based Hanshin Tigers baseball team by the ghost of deceased KFC founder and mascot Colonel Sanders.
That's... I've heard of this. This sounds vaguely familiar.
The curse was said to be placed on the team because of the Colonel's anger over treatment of one of his storefront statues, which was thrown into the Dotonbori River by celebrating Henshin fans before their team's victory in the 1985 Japan Championship Series.
I've totally heard that before.
So,
That's super familiar.
the belief goes that because they threw Colonel Sanders into a river, now the baseball team is cursed to never again win a series.
Yeah. Also, Sketch, yes, that is true. Oh, you eat fried chicken on Christmas ad campaign thing in Japan. Like, yes. Yes.
Yeah, they eat fried chicken a lot on Christmas.
Yeah, KFC became, like, a huge thing in, like, Japan on Christmas. Because, like, some dude was like, what do they eat? What do they eat for Christmas? And, in America, you eat turkey. And they were like, I don't know, chicken? And that's what happened. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue this game.
Cute. I want to take it home.
I couldn't have...
Another autistic trait. She, like, instantly attaches to random junk that she finds on the street.
It's great. Simon, hello, Meowdy, and welcome. I think this game might be getting fucked up soon. I'm excited. I couldn't tell how she decides what's cute or not, but, well, she seems to want it. It's garbage, right? No one would care if you just take it home, right?
It's become the base of another pile. I can't dig it out easily. There's no lamp posts over there, so it'll get dark pretty soon.
Rena seemed quite down about finding a treasure and not being able to bring it back. I'll help you out, to repay you for that delicious picnic you prepared today.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you! Oh, thank you! I'm sorry. Birds heading home to
Beetle.
roost proclaimed that nightfall would soon be upon us. Wind and...
Keiichi-kun is
how
going to
much?
help. I can take Colonel Randy home.
Oh.
sorry.
How?
Rena staggered along as if intoxicated in her dreamy state of mind. I tried asking her in a way that wouldn't take her out of her cheery state. Hey, Rena, long ago, did something happen here?
It seems like they were building a dam here. I don't know the details though. Oh.
You should have said it the same way. Just wondering if you knew about it, you know? An accident or something. Music go quiet.
I don't know.
Her tone was disturbingly frank. It sounded more like a denial than an answer. I must have appeared rather dumbstruck. Rena quickly lightened her expression.
Actually, I didn't live here until a year ago.
Huh? You transferred here too? I was sure that...
So you see, I don't really know much from before that. Sorry.
Don't really know. Don't want to talk about it. That was the kind of feeling she gave me. Thinking about it, of course, it would be like that. This wasn't the type of things girls would enjoy talking about. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. It's just like Tomitake-san said. Then I had a feeling only the Higurashi would know. Translator's note, Higurashi means cicadas. I'm excited for it to be frankly disturbing. We're getting there. We're getting there. There's like plenty. There's plenty of like foreshadowing.
We are in the launching chapter. Mayabara Manor is not very important, but the other one is.
This one?
The Mayabara Manor kind of just talks about like Keiichi is very middle class, and especially so for the people of the village, and everyone in the village kind of just regards his house as like a mansion.
I see.
But yes, the other one is very important.
All right, let's check this out then. Bum, bum, bum. From the June 1979 edition, the Shishibone City Okinomiya Police Station, June blanks, late at night. Suspects were arrested on suspicion of murder and improper disposal of a corpse. The main offender has been added to wanted list nationwide. According to our sources, the 6 suspects were at the Hinamizawa Dam construction site workroom on the blanks of 9 p.m., where they are suspected to have assaulted and murdered the site overseer blank as a group, dismembering his body and hiding it. On the blanks at 8 o'clock in the morning, a report was filed by the Shishibone City Hospital in which a male suspect alluded to having murdered Mr. Ah. When questioned at the police station, the individual confessed to the crime. Since a portion of the body was recovered at the location he gave, he was arrested that afternoon on suspicion of murder and mutilation of a corpse. The rest of the suspects were arrested the same day, but the main culprit is still at large. Police are currently on his trail. The motive is purported to be a drunken verbal dispute during which he killed the victim in a fit of anger. However, as there are multiple inconsistencies with their testimonies, the investigation is ongoing. I see. Important. Save.
Just give me a minute. I'm gonna put this plate in the sink.
Go do that. I'm gonna catch up on chat. Greetings from hell. Right now, the temp is 93 Tarthalus. I am so sorry. That sucks. It is, it's pretty hot-ish today. I think it's like the high is 80 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I have like no heat tolerance anymore. It gets 75 and I'm dying. But it's pretty nice now since it's like early. So, in the back room, I'm not getting hot like I was last night. During the night it gets hot and upsetting. X month, 0 day, triangle o'clock. Yeah, right? Things are getting fucked up. I could feel it in my bones. This year, Mexico will reach record highs of over 40 C. Ho! Yeah, we're gonna have record-breaking temperatures. Silent Hill summer came and everybody was like, all right. Or the nature was like, let's go. Summertime. 30C is like, I'm dying. Is 30C... What is 30C? 30C is like 80, right? 80 F. I imagine. I want...
Alright, I'm here. I apologize.
You're good. I want the anime bullshit to end. Bring it to an end. Bring it. Bring it to an end. We're doing it. We're getting in. We have an hour left, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna strike gold.
If it helps,
Yeah.
this will pretty much be the mainstream where anime bullshit is happening.
Oh yeah. I
After
imagine.
that, we're gonna launch.
We're gonna
Go to the moon.
we gotta reach the point. I'm ready. This will be a reward for getting through the anime bullshit.
Colonel Randy? Ah, of course, that's right up her alley.
I understand her wanting to take home Satoko and Rika-chan. Why do you understand that? But I can't understand the Colonel Randy. What's so good about that four-eyed geezer? So much.
That's rude.
Probably better to hear it from Rena, don't you think? She'll probably just say, because it's just so cute.
No. Does Rena often go to the construction site to hunt for treasure and kill people?
Every now and then she says she's going to have a look.
But a girl her age rummaging around in garbage is, well...
If Rena enjoys it, then I think it's fine.
What were they doing over there? Dam construction? Goddamn construction. Oh, thanks for the water. Oh my god! Water and petting Moon Pie.
Did we change that to Pet Moon Pie and Pet Sasha? And Special Work.
I could. I don't have Sasha though. That's the case has Sasha.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought Sasha was around.
Oh, Sasha is around, but Pet Moon Pie actually like makes a little pet thing come on screen on the Moon Pie. And Case has a Sasha on the screen now. You've been bugging me since yesterday like an itch I couldn't scratch.
It was canceled a long time ago. Everyone gathered together and fought against it.
Hearing an ominous word like fought come from Rika-chan's mouth startled me.
Calm down.
Calm down.
That's right. It was unbelievable. They said Hinamizawa would be sunk into the reservoir and we had no say in the matter. So I'm only able to be here because the protest succeeded.
Oh, more water.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on.
I didn't keep you, did I? My deepest apologies, Keiichi-san. It took me a while to powder my nose.
Satoko. Wait, to use the can until you really have to go. It's a lot easier since it shoots right out. What?
How dare you speak that way to a maiden of unparalleled beauty such as myself?
Who is she calling a maiden? If Satoko really was a maiden, she wouldn't have reacted like that. The usual hijinks ensued. The usual anime bullshit ensued. Yeah, me too. Me too, Val.
Now then, gentlemen, in accordance with the rules of our society, I bring a point to discussion. He, Keiichi Maibara-kun, wishes to be included as a member in our activities. What say you?
Why does I feel like this is going to become a horror game? It's not going to become one. It is one.
It is one. Oh my god. This is the original DDLC. Rena has no objection.
Ho 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 ho. I wonder if the likes of this peasant is up to the task.
Me and Satoko both approve.
The three that Mion had queried voiced their approval.
A unanimous decision. Congratulations, Keiichi Maibara-kun. I present you the honor of being allowed to take the entrance exam for our club.
Keiichi, start from the beginning. Oh, I don't know why I said his name out loud. I didn't say I would join. What club is this?
What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities under different sets of rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you.
I'm pretty weak, so I'd prefer if you didn't single me out. Let's try to get along. You're so naive, Rena. The law of the jungle is survival of the fittest.
This was starting to sound a bit sketchy. So what kind of club was it?
To sum it up, it's a club where we play games together. It's a literature club, actually. No.
Scary.
Rika-chan was the only one to answer my question with a pertinent response. So basically, this club put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use by playing the various games that Mion had hoarded every day. It seemed that, depending on the day, there were prizes for the winner of a penalty for the person who finished in last place.
The laws of the jungle.
I'll make this clear right now. We aren't playing house here. You should treat each win or loss as if your life depends on it, alright?
Uh-oh, what's wrong with just having fun? Don't make it sound so crazy.
The first rule of our society, aim only for first place. Going at it half-assed just because it's a game is not allowed.
Rule number 2 of our society. For that reason, you are obligated to make all possible efforts.
The way Satoko said it, it sounded like she was saying, use any means necessary.
Of course, I will do my best too.
Prepare to die.
Yeah.
I'm pretty weak, but I'm trying my best.
I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everybody is aiming for the top, it's rather unsportsmanlike to play just for fun.
Rule 1, sweaty tryhards only.
Yeah. Alright, then I too will go all out. With that, I was finally ready for the rite of initiation, my baptism into the club. And then I sold my soul for a cupcake. Sorry, I'll stop with the DDLC references. A word of warning, Kei-chan. Rena can get pretty nasty. This initiation looks like it's going to be rough. Mion began fishing around in the student lockers in the back of the room. They have the games here at the school? Well, it's club equipment, so I guess that's fine. Complicated games would put Kei-chan at a disadvantage, so today we'll play a game that you should be familiar with. How about a standard card game? Like Old Bachelor! I don't know what that is. Alright, let's do this.
Old Bachelor or Old Maid is a card game.
Oh, Old
Yeah,
Maid,
you don't know
yes.
how to play it.
Yes. Can't really get into it unless there's a penalty. This time the loser will be sentenced to having their face drawn on. What do you think?
Oh, well, it won't be a permanent marker, right?
Of course it will.
Right?
Permanent. She wants to draw on her faces with permanent marker.
That is perfect!
Satoko cheered the idea on. She didn't even flinch at the thought of such a severe penalty. Seemed like she was raring to go. If it's going to be like this, then I can't lose either.
Then I'll just cut the deck and start dealing.
Old Bachelor is pretty much the same as Old Maid. There's only one difference. There's no joker. It's in place. One card is pulled out at the start. Meaning there will be one card without a match left over at the end. You don't know which card will end up being the joker. It's a pretty thrilling game.
I'm the Joker, baby.
I'm the Joker, baby.
What is this fucking music?
Penis music 2!
Penis music 2! Okay.
Which, the TLDR of this scene is they're gonna cheat and do everything that they can to, win this fucking card game.
It's time to do. I'll take out the card now. Mion took out one card and left it face down on the table. Everybody stared at the card intently. Well, it'll be pretty obvious in the endgame. No way to tell at the start. But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem as relaxed as I was. They compared their cards to the one face down, all the while gauging each other's reactions. It was as if they could see what the face down card was. No, it couldn't be. This deck is pretty worn out. No way. Can everyone tell by the scratches what the card on the table is?
Remember the second rule of our society? Keiichi-san must try his hardest to win as well. A number of cards are quite unique. Keiichi-kun should be able to remember them pretty quickly.
She said that so matter-of-factly. It suits me fine. Don't think a little thing like that can be your crutch. Lashed out angrily, but it was rather obvious I was at a disadvantage. After all, they'd gone so far as to memorize the wear and tear for each individual card. This wasn't a simple game of Old Bachelor. This was advanced Old Bachelor. If this was a test, then They were playing with the answer sheet in front of them. Bring it. I'll take advantage of your carelessness and beat you at your own game. That baseless confidence would soon be crushed. How about I tell you your hand starting from the right? 3, 4, 9, Jack, Queen. Ah!
By the way, the Bachelor is the Jack of Diamonds.
Ah!
I can tell what they are even if you switch them around. I'm out.
Ah! I thought I was prepared, but for it to be this brutal, just overwhelming. Demons. You're all demons. Rena isn't a demon, are you?
Sorry, Keiichi-kun. This is the Three of Hearts, isn't it? I'm out.
Ah! Not even a hint of mercy. Rena, even Rika-chan. Oh, these club activities weren't to be trifled with. An alumnus of this club would definitely survive in the cruelest of situations. If our entire class...
Like, all literature jokes are going to fly over my head. There aren't really any literature jokes.
Well, I was making Doki Doki Literature Club jokes earlier. I don't know if... Oh, my stomach. If our entire class is...
You alright?
Yeah, my stomach just made noises.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Self-detonating collars strapped to their necks and were probably dropped into a deathmatch on a deserted island. These guys would probably take it like fishing to water and already picture their joy as they hunt down each of their classmates.
We can mostly skip this if you want. Just skim it.
I'm skimming. I'm skimming. Please. Oh boy, we're fighting. Keiichi's gonna lose. There's so much fluff in this game. But I get it's to make you, like, put your guard down. Hit the targets. Break the targets.
This does sound like that music.
Break the targets.
Break the targets.
Break the targets. You! Oh, I love DDLC. But after, like, the hype died down, like, everybody fucking knew everything that happened in that game and nobody cared. I'm sure...
I hope that Denzel Lovato makes more games eventually.
Yeah! He hinted at a game in, like, 2019, but it never happened.
Yeah.
Just dance to the Penis 2 music. I hope everybody sees my VTuber just fucking jamming. Goofy. Everybody post your best dancing emote. Alright.
Which is where my emoji game is the weakest.
On Twitch?
Yeah, I have like the default emojis and your emojis, and that's like it.
I have a dance one.
What is penis music? Penis music is like...
It's just funky. Funky synths.
Like weird synth ska beats. Like sound effects.
That's penisy. That's penisy music.
This is less penisy than the other music, but it's
Yeah,
still,
this
like,
part
adjacent.
in particular is less penisy. But that weird, funky, like, that funky... This. That bass. That's penis music. The Pizza Tower soundtrack is incredibly penisy. I must say. That's a good example of penis music. Yes. Can we stop playing card games? Can we stop playing card games? Oh no!
This scene lasts like 2 minutes in the anime.
Good lord. Ryukishi, why did you write so much? Why did you write so much?
He thought it was important.
It's important, I guess. It's important, I guess.
To establish the relationships. But we're in a stream, so...
Yeah. The Keiichi lose. Match is now over. Today's victor is me, Mion Sonozaki, and our exalted loser is Keiichi Maibara. Everyone made a commotion, applauding cheerfully. I felt I was bested, but I was so soundly beaten that it unexpectedly felt rather refreshing.
When Michan pulled that little trick behind her back, I got excited, thinking she's going to do it again. When Kiichi-san stopped the moment before touching the correct card, I thought he fell for it.
Oh, Rika, your face is being blocked.
He fell for it quite handily.
Huh?
Rena puts her fucking hand over Rika's face and just encompasses her entire head.
God. Hey, wait. All of them knew from the start and still got so excited so earnestly.
Everyone got excited to make it more fun.
You're all demons. You're monsters.
Now then, Kei-chan, it's time for your penalty. Since it's your first day participating, I'll go easy, okay? It would be a problem if you refused to come to school.
The other three members held down my arms and shoulders firmly. Mion approached, licking her lips. Oh.
It's not what it sounds like.
Oh! Her right hand went to pull something out of her pocket. It's a felt-tip marker, and it's a giant permanent one.
Okay, here we go.
She took the cap off the marker and brought it slowly up to my face while I was immobilized. No! 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 I let out my death throes.
Goodbye, Keiichi.
Goodbye, Keiichi. So long.
Well, that's the end of the game, guys.
That's the end of the
hope you enjoyed
game. That's the end of the game.
it. Okay, with that, we're getting into it.
Sorry. We're getting
We're
into it,
schmoovin'.
folks. What?
We're schmoovin'.
We're schmoovin'. As soon as the club activities were finished, Rena flew off. Probably
Oh,
so
it's
she
not
could...
really the end of the game.
Probably so she could dig out that
Cute.
Colonel Randy that she wasn't able to take home yesterday. So today it was just Mion and me walking home together, a rather rare occurrence. A mountain of treasure, huh? The guys throwing it away probably never thought in their wildest dreams that Rena would be grateful to them. Mountain of treasure meaning that damn construction site from before. Got that goddamn construction site. Oh right, Mion would probably tell me. That murder by dismemberment that seemed to have happened there. Over there, you know, at that damn construction site. Did something happen there? Long ago?
Something sure did. A grand battle. There were sit-ins and demonstrations.
It was a bit different from what I wanted to hear, but I decided I'd listen just the same. It was our land that was going to be sunk into the dam reservoir. I would have fought as well, probably. The government guys were really adamant about it, acting all big and full of themselves. Since they figured out that they couldn't settle it with money, they did a bunch of nasty stuff. They were nasty guys. Mion spoke excitedly, as if the whole thing was happening right in front of her. I'm amazed you guys won. You were facing the federal government, right?
The mayor and prominent figures in the village all signed petitions. They went to Tokyo and struck deals with legislators, and as a result, the development plan was retracted. It was our complete victory.
There wasn't any violence? Was there? Like assaults or murder?
None.
She promptly cut me off. The same as Rena had. Her words signaled the end of discussion. Tomitake-san said one arm wasn't found in the incident. I thought that a murder by dismemberment had occurred, but I guess I was wrong. My curiosity unsated, I sighed dejectedly inside.
Later. See you tomorrow. Kei-chan, you can't wash that off until you get home, got it?
I got it, I won't. Mion held back her laughter while stealing glances at my face. Wonder what kind of nasty doodles they drew. Penis!
No, in the anime, they just kind of make him look like a panda.
Okay. Damn you, Mion. You shall rue this day. If our roles are ever reversed, I'm going to go all out, all over your face, so you won't be able to take it off even with a scouring pad. The end. I just like how the title card shows up so often. It's so goofy.
It signals the end of a chapter.
I know, the end of a chapter in chapter 1. Upon arriving home, I ran straight into my mom, embarrassing myself yet again. The mood I'd come home to was already on edge. It's not an uncommon thing in our family. Whenever Dad can't come up with a good idea, it always ends up like this. He stomps around the house with his arms crossed. Mom whispered into my ear,
Welcome home, Keiichi. Dad, he's in a bit of a rut right now, so don't bother him, okay?
"He can't come up with a new idea?"
It's because the deadlines are so close together this time. Your dad needs time to recharge or he doesn't work as well.
Dad's paintings feed our entire family. If he runs out of ideas, then it's the end of the Meibatas.
Calm down, Omakoi.
We've never gone hungry before. Could it be that my dad is a master painter? Would it be easier to get an idea taking a walk outside rather than wandering around the house?
The theme of the piece this time is in the household. So it seems your dad wants to use this house as a motif.
It's quite a bothersome motif.
Keiichi, tidy your room for once in a while. It looks terrible.
Sorry, I'll clean it up later. Aw, come on, please don't use my room as the motif.
Keiichi, there's still some time before dinner. So please go take a walk out back or something.
Dad's moods are only temporary. As soon as he gets an idea, his mood improves and he starts humming. Till then, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just go take a walk so I don't aggravate him further. Well, I guess I will then. Oh. I said I was going to take a walk, but I don't have any particular destination in mind. I just needed to kill some time. I got on my bike and pondered where to go. I could just go read at the bookstore, but it would take about an hour by bike to get to town. It would be dark by the time I got back, so I didn't want to go unless I had to. The roads at night here in Hinamizawa creep me out. If Mion or Satoko ever found out about that, I smiled wryly. Oh yeah. Rena was probably still at the Mountain of Treasure, the dam construction site. The excavation of Colonel Randy was probably taking her a while. It wouldn't be so bad to have her owe me one. She might return the favor next time we have club activities. With a little bit of self-interest in mind, I set off towards the dam construction site. Tomitake-san might be there as well. The only person with information about the incident that both Rena and Mion denied knowing anything about. If I met him again, I'd like to ask more details. To ask, is there really dismemberment here in Hinamizawa? That was my real intention. Let's go.
Brig.
Brig. Brig. Awesome. I spotted Rena struggling up on the slope of the garbage pile. It looked like Colonel Randy was lodged in there pretty firmly. It didn't look like Rena would be able to excavate him by herself. Realizing that Tomitake-san wasn't around, I began climbing down the slope unsteadily. Hey Rena, looks like you're working up a sweat.
Whoa, Keiichi-kun! What brings you to a place like this?
A place like this, huh? I see. She was aware of it, at least. I received a signal for emergency assistance at the accident site. Where is the injured party?
Accident? Huh?
But there was a report Colonel Randy was buried alive in the trash pile.
Huh? Oh, that. You scared me. Don't frighten me like that, Keiichi-kun.
Guilty conscience. I'm just kidding. I thought you might be struggling by yourself, so I came to help you out.
You came for me? Oh, how?
How? Oh. Well, I filled my quota for today. If I don't see Rena blush at least once a day, then I'm not getting my daily required nutritional intake. That's cute. Just kidding. You're embarrassed. You're embarrassing me now.
So, what part was the joke? What part was it?
I just ignored her bewilderment. Okay, now move out of the way. So where is Colonel Randy?
Oh, sorry. Can you see him in that gap?
He's really buried in there. Colonel Randy was sideways, surrounded by boards and other construction materials, like they were caging him inside. According to Rena, it wasn't like yesterday. Seems as though another illegal dumper came yesterday, dumped again, and now he's buried like this. You're trying to move this pile all by yourself? With those scrawny arms? There's no way she would be able to do that with her slender arms. But
Colonel
that's you.
Randy,
So cute. There's a chain on the Colonel Randy at the store. This one, though. I should be able to take this one home. Oh.
How? Oh, sorry. If Rena gave up on this Colonel Randy, she'll probably start devising a plan to steal the one in front of the store. As Rena's guardian, I won't allow her to sully her hands with crime.
As if she hasn't already.
Out of the way. I'll do it. That smells so good. Yeah. Sorry, Case just came in with a bowl of ramen. It smells so good. Rena blushed again, but this time I left it
Bro
alone.
was really dead inside the trash pile. No, it's a statue.
It's a statue of Colonel Sanders. The pile was enormous. Although the more days we wasted, the more likely another illegal dumping would occur. If it got buried any deeper, there would be nothing that could be done.
Hey, Chikun, I'll help too. Let me help.
You just get in the way, so stay back.
Fucking rude.
Fucking rude. I like how when the sprites transition away, the outline behind them becomes more prominent.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling out scraps, bending them, tossing them aside, it quickly became covered in sweat and dust.
Swust.
Swust. Flying objects drew beautiful arcs across the twilight sky. What were you saying?
Swust.
Sus. One after another. Lumber, timber, plywood. Damn it! No matter how much I threw out, there was still more, even though I could see Colonel Randy right there. After grandstanding like that in front of Rena, I felt frantic because of how little I had progressed. If I was going to do this seriously, I'd need an axe or saw or something.
That's enough, Keiichi-kun. You're so sweaty. You don't have to try so hard.
I'm just doing it for you, Rena. Don't worry about it. Rena began sputtering and turned beet red. Ah, whoops, I meant to say I was trying to my best so as to keep her from becoming a criminal. Oh well, too late.
Wow.
I guess I just need a break. This is pretty tough. Sprawled on my back over the grassy slope.
I'm so sorry.
Your colors became warmer, Rena.
You're covered in sweat. It's getting late.
It's getting late.
Rena patted her handkerchief against my forehead. It felt pretty nice.
Well, wait here a minute, okay? My house is pretty close. I'll bring you some barley tea, okay?
Leaving the handkerchief on my forehead, Rena took off running. Goodbye, Rena. The cries of the Higurashi, note, Higurashi means cicadas, gently cooled the air. I'm gonna say that every time. After I was certain that Rena was gone, I picked myself up and headed towards what I'd discovered earlier. That was a garbage pile of magazines and newspapers bound in twine. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe it was around here. There it was. They were bound stacks of not-so-reputable tabloids. They were stacked chronologically, going back quite a few years. Uh-oh. Creepy music. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. It was just as Tomitake-san said, then undoubtedly there would be a mention of the murder. These are troubled times. There's no end to these sickening incidents. There's a large part of society drawn in by these incidents as well. So it had to be recorded, somewhere. I unfastened the packages and opened the rain-soaked pages carefully, looking over the table of contents. Not here. Next one. Not here. Next one. It was hard to search since I didn't know when it happened. I didn't know who the perpetrator.
This one? No.
I didn't know who the perpetrator or the victim was either. I only knew it had happened here. I looked up every so often, checking to see if Rena had come back or not. I wouldn't want her to see me gawking at a dirty magazine, but it wasn't just that. Both Rena and Mion said they didn't know. You're not looking at a dirty magazine, you're looking at a literal dirty magazine. Anyway. But it had happened, without a doubt. As long as Tomitake-san wasn't lying. And if both Rena and Mion... yeah, there was. If they had just said that, then I wouldn't have gotten so hung up on it. An incident that neither Rena nor Mion wished to talk about. Trying to uncover it after they tried to conceal it out of good intentions. That made me feel like I was acting against my friends. Oh! Hinamizawa Dam worker lynching, murder by dismemberment. Okay, we got to the fuckery. Finally. Here it is! The featured article was in the back, and it seemed that there was a photograph in the colored pages at the front. The pages of the featured article were stuck together and weren't easy to open. Rena could return at any moment. Feeling rushed, I gave up and opened the photograph page. The police investigators were carrying a body bag, and newspaper reporters were all bathing it in camera flashes. The image was blurry and hard to understand, but I could definitely make out the headlines. A tragic nightmare at the Hinamizawa construction site, lynching and murder/dismemberment. The victim was the site foreman. He had assaulted his assailants daily with an explosive backlash from his daily actions. It's a horrible image to see the site foreman as it happened. It really did happen. It seemed the details were on the next page. I turned the page without pausing. On it was: the assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes, then used an axe to split the cadaver into 6 pieces: the head, arms, legs, and torso. I could understand just from the headline that it was just too terrible an incident. Normally, a lynching is just assault and murder, right? Dismemberment with hatchets and pickaxes? That wasn't a lynching. It was a merciless killing to the letter. A brutal murder done by a group of people. Hey, Meowdy, welcome.
Yes. Sorry, this is when you're coming in.
You came in at a great time when things just got started. With hatchets. With pickaxes.
Also, McCoy, Keiichi is reading a stack of newspapers that he found in the dumping site that tell of a murder several years ago when the dam was being constructed.
That Rena and Mion said didn't happen.
Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Thank you, Redacted. With pickaxes, with a hatchet. Aha! Oh!
No! Sorry! Did I startle you?
Rena dropped the hatchet she was holding into the grass after being startled by my voice.
Keiichi-kun, you see, earlier, you said it would help if you had an axe or something, didn't you? So then, I brought a hatchet for you from the shed.
Rena fluttered her arms in a panic, continuing to explain and apologize. It seemed I'd been glaring at her pretty intensely. I'm sorry, I guess my reaction was a bit overboard.
No, I'm sorry as well, I'm sorry.
Night was drawing close. I was pretty worn out, and it wouldn't hurt to do the rest tomorrow. Doesn't look like we can break that last beam without that hatchet. You brought it after all. I'll have to borrow it tomorrow, alright?
Okay.
Why do you look so glum? Tomorrow we'll be digging out Colonel Randy, right? Yippee!
You're right. I really want to take Colonel Randy home soon.
We both knew it was useless to apologize any more than that. I quenched my thirst with the barley tea Rena brought and wiped off the sweat that had now gone cold. We took the path set to head home. I felt quite guilty about the tabloid wrapped up in my jacket. Oh? Oh, that took a while. I got scared. I was like, when's the jump scare gonna drop? Later. Awesome. Tips acquired.
Yeah, both of these are important.
Both of them are important. Okay.
One man's trash, says the achievement.
Okay. Dam project. October 1975, in accordance with the Prime Minister's Bulletin number, Hinamizawa's electrical development master plan was announced. The vast scope of the projected Hinamizawa Dam was to have an incredibly heavy impact on the village of Hinamizawa. Meowdy. That's how I'm going to say your name. Every time. The area to be flooded by the Hinamizawa Dam would include the 5 areas of Hinamizawa: Takatsuro, Kiyotsu, Matsumoto, and Yagochi. No prob, awesome. The submerged area would include 291 houses, population 1,251. 1 elementary school, 1 middle school, 1 post office, 1 agricultural cooperative, 1 forestry department lumber yard, 5 shrines, 2 temples, and 1 fishery. Rubbish! What if I just called you rubbish? No, that would be mean. All of these communal, cultural, agricultural areas and places of worship were to be indefinitely submerged at the bottom of the artificial lake basin. Why? Forsaking the hundreds of years our ancestors poured their blood and sweat into this fertile, resource-rich land was just too painful to bear. All the residents having homes that were to be submerged banded together and created the Onigafuchi Guardians. The dam project was halted and petitions to alter the plan were circulated. The citizens sought peaceful negotiations, but the government and its puppet company openly refused. Performing unspeakable heinous acts, they quashed the democratic acts of the villagers. But the villagers did not falter. Instead, they banded together even more closely and steeled their resolve to protect their homes to the depths. Basu. Noriba. Okay. The continuation of that frightening Hinamizawa Dam construction project is still stalled as of today. The villagers understand that the stalling was caused by sublime power through unity, and thank you for the follow. And they understand that this fearsome plan has not yet been fully withdrawn. The Onigafuchi Guardians had been dissolved after it did its part, but the feelings of unity it garnered have not yet been extinguished. As long as that passion resides in the hearts of the residents, they'll be able to confront whomever next decides to sink their homes into a lake basin. Onigafuchi Guardians Committee Chairman Kichiro Kimiyoshi. Awesome. 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 Special tabloid report. Nightmare befalls the Hinamizawa Dam. Lynching and murder / dismemberment. Didn't we just read this? Didn't we read this?
This is a different report.
It's a different one. Okay. On X day of X month in X prefecture at the Hinamizawa Dam construction worksite in Shishibone City, a bone-chilling, gruesome murder / dismemberment. Even though this case has shocked the archipelago, the police will give no details on the case, exactly what happened at the Hinamizawa Dam. They probably didn't mean to kill him at first, but as the victim resisted by swinging around a shovel, the rest of the perpetrators armed themselves in return, and it quickly escalated to homicide. So said the aforementioned investigator A. After this bloody tragedy was over, they were left with a body which nobody could have mistaken as alive. X-san had tormented the suspects daily with his rough behavior. At first it was...
That's correct, Eris.
I imagine these are things he found in the pile alongside the one that was read out? Yes. Yeah, cool. First, it was meant to be payback. All the perpetrators were horrified by their deed, and one even turned himself in to the police. It was the de facto leader of this group, X, who suggested hiding the body. Reluctantly, at first, they soon began to think they did not wish to be caught. The construction site had numerous places to hide the body with 6 people. They were originally supposed to hide the body and leave the area, but the de facto leader feared the consciences of the other 5 wouldn't be able to bear the burden. He came up with a horrifying method to keep them from turning him into the police. He devised the heinous method of splitting up the body among them and making each of them responsible for hiding a piece. X had turned a simple manslaughter into a gruesome dismemberment and forcibly involved each perpetrator in order to create a sense of unity between them. Each one participated. But what does this mean? Person A spoke out reluctantly. X had ordered each and every one of them to dissect a piece of themselves. They were hesitant at first, but nobody refused. In for a penny, in for a pound, was what it meant. Thus an unimaginable bloody ceremony began. The perpetrators wept and vomited as they performed the gruesome task. There was one person who stubbornly refused, but X threatened them, saying nothing would change if someone else ended up dead, and he gave up in his objections. But X's plan collapsed in the span of one night. X, who had refused to dissect the corpse up until the last moment, had broken down into tears at the hospital where he was being treated for an injury sustained during the scuffle and confessed. The criminals were arrested one after the other, but the de facto leader X's whereabouts are still unknown. Also, the right arm hidden by X has yet to be found. Despite an ongoing search, this horrible individual has so far managed to elude law enforcement. What could the police be doing? It appears that X had said he was going to throw the body, right arm, into the swamp. X's car was discovered abandoned near the swamp, but there were no clues to his whereabouts. X didn't trust his companions. One cannot deny the possibility that he had expected his companions to confess to the police and used his car as a decoy. Of course, I doubt that theory, since he has no car. One would expect him to have a limited area to which he could have escaped to. But within the station, there were rumors going around that he had accidentally slipped and drowned in the swamp when he went to throw away the body. To the locals, that swamp is believed to be bottomless. It's known as Onigafuchi, the demon's abyss, and it's said that the bottom of the swamp is connected to the hellish world of demons. The atrocious demon from hell that was X. Could it be that he had returned to hell through the swamp? No, penis music! The Zijin dragon, bringer of luck and fortune, prosperous future, ladies leaping into your arms, business success, promotions, ambition, protection from harm. Not just with pachinko and horse races, but business and even love guaranteed, or your money back. Zijin Dragon Bracelet DX One Piece, 800 yen. I read that wrong. 27,000. Oh, sudden moon change, amazing. Mood change.
Moon change.
Moon change.
How are we feeling?
We feeling? We have 10 minutes before Case starts streaming.
Do you think that then that would be a good time to stop?
No. I mean, we could talk about, like, what we've experienced so far.
Yeah.
To the sound of the cicadas, if you want to. How are we feeling,
Yeah.
chat? Behold.
The sudden mood change.
Awesome. Thank you, Chizara, for Moonpie Speak. Pretty good. Game good. Love to play it someday. Have you not, or are you just joking?
We've played some of it,
Okay.
like firsthand.
Awesome. Awesome. It did take quite a bit to get to the stuff. Moodpie. Amazing. It did take quite a bit to get to the stuff, but I feel like, honestly, I've played DDLC quite a bit, and that also takes quite a bit to get to the stuff. About the same amount of time, I want to say. But I'm excited for next week when we actually get to the stuff. Played the first 2.5 games, I really gotta. Ooh. Sorry, my voice is leaving me. But
Let's have some opinions of all the characters.
opinions.
Yeah.
I like Rika, just because she's nice, sweet little
She
girl.
is nice.
She's nice. Soft-spoken little girl, probably the most evil. I don't know, Mion, Rena and Mion are the ones that, like, I have seen, like, the most, like, you know, I have gone insane in an anime, like, gifs and stuff of.
Yeah.
So-
Yep.
I went through this years and years ago, and I started the second, but coming right off this, I got bored waiting for the things to happen. You know, understandable. There's a whole lot of anime bullshit, but
This episode's focus is Keiichi, Rena, and to a slightly lesser extent Mion. And then the episode after this, game 2, is very focused on Mion. So, like, the way that it ends up working out is that people who don't care about the story but do care about seeing anime teenagers in gory scenes will watch, like, the first roughly 10 episodes of the anime before getting bored, and they'll make a bunch of gifs of the first 10 episodes. So the ones that end up getting gifted the most and, you know, experiencing the most attention is Mion and Rena.
yeah, makes sense. I, like, for somebody who has played or made 2 visual novels now, it's just kind of funny that, like, I've never actually experienced this game, because this is, like, this is what made visual novels.
Yeah.
Like, visual novels were a thing before this. I guess technically this is a sound novel, but same thing. Same fucking thing. You want to know something cool? The first ever, like, sound novel, I forget what it's called.
first sound novel ever made. Otogariso is what it's called. It literally means St. John's wort, like the herb. It was a horror sound novel / visual novel. There were no sprites or anything. It was literally just a novel with like funky backgrounds and like music set to it. The idea was that the dude who made it, like, he got the idea by reading this book, and in the book, very often the author would say, listen to this song while reading this chapter, and he thought that was so fucking cool. He was like, I want to make a book where it has music already built in, and we can do that with this game on the Super Nintendo. So Otogariso was released in 1992, so it's as old as me. And
Old.
But anyway, what I'm getting at is Otogariso was one of the main inspirations for Silent Hill. That is what I'm getting at. And it's really cool to me that that is like the game that started like visual novels and sound novels and stuff. And then Higurashi like kind of brought in like a surge of more like visual novels, especially of like the fucked up variety. And now Ryokishi, who made Higurashi, is now working on a mainline Silent Hill game, and that's just fucking cool to me how everything's connected like that.
I wish we knew more about Silent Hill Forte.
Yeah, me too.
So bad. I want that game in my hands.
Yeah, I want to know. Like, a lot of people made jokes like, what if it was a visual novel? And I'm like, that would be cool, but also I don't want that for a mainline Silent Hill game, personally.
I don't think it will be.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't see any gameplay. We just saw, like, the visuals, which were fucking awesome and terrifying and disgusting. And if you haven't seen the Silent Hill Forte trailer, look at it. It's good. It's fucking good. Tsukihime.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Okay.
For an adventure-style VN, like, Paranorma Site, Famicom Detective, that would be sick. Yeah, it's just, like, I don't know if they've straight up said that Silent Hill Forte is, like, a mainline Silent Hill game, but I feel like out of everything that was announced during that, like, broadcast, that was the last thing they announced, and they were like, check this out, this is it. And, it felt like that's what they were saying, is like, this is gonna be a mainline Silent Hill game. Because the other ones definitely don't sound like they're going to be mainline. They sound like spin-offs. Like, I don't know. I'm fucking excited, whatever it ends up being. I want more information to be released about it. I just want to know. I want to see gameplay or something. I'm mad.
Do not be sad.
Do not
not
be
be sad.
sad. Do not.
When you could be glad.
Basically, as soon as you hit go live, I'm gonna raid you, Case.
Amazing. Are you just like at your end screen?
Yeah, I didn't want to start another chapter because I don't even know if I could save like in the chapter.
You can, but like
It's just better to like
yeah.
start at the start of the
ending.
chapter. But when we get back to this, it'll be next Monday, you guys in the chat. But while I'm here, maybe we can talk about the Kenosha Theater.
Let's do that.
Oh shit, we can talk about the Kenosha Theater. So you may have noticed in the corner there's a little donation bar that says Kenosha Theater. There's a reason for that. All donations sent toward the stream this month are going toward the restoration of this building right here. You see right here. This building was built in 1927, commissioned by Carl Laemmle, one of the founders of Universal Studios. So pretty important piece of history. And since February last year, Cal has been helping too. Cal was in the Stardew Valley streams that we started in February and continued. Yes. So we did Stardew Valley streams at first, and now coming up, we are doing fundraising
on the 22nd. And Cal, if you want to join for that, I'm going to be streaming all for 24 hours. So I'm going to be in a call with anybody who wants to join me. And Sasha has to tell you about the Kenosha Theater as well.
Well,
But Sasha, come here. But come here. He's loving Case instead. How dare you? Betrayal. Betrayal. Anyway.
Not pay attention to him. I have a headset.
They cannot pay attention. They have a VR headset on. But, God, I'm getting sidetracked by Cat. Fucking, since the fundraisers in February, we've been able to restore, like, the first two, rooms in the building, the front foyer and the lobby. I should get pictures, like, probably later today, and actually, like, go in and take those pictures and be like, look at the theater. Oh God. Because I have pictures, but I want more recent ones, you know? I just keep looking over and seeing if you're live yet.
I'm not gonna be for like probably 10 more minutes. I gotta set things up.
10 more minutes!
I'm unfortunately gonna have to dip.
You're gonna have to dip? That's okay.
Yes.
Well, I can chill here and tell people more about the theater.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here and reading all these anime girls.
It's okay. I'm sorry that this was kind of a boring intro, but
It wasn't boring, it's just anime bullshit. I expected this, but things are gonna pick up next week.
they are.
Yes. Alright, have a good night, friend.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone else, for having me.
Sasha. He's angry
Sasha
that you're
says
leaving.
goodbye.
He's angry.
It's
All right.
okay, Sasha. I know you love me. Like everyone loves me.
Good night. Good night. I'm gonna switch over here and keep talking about the theater.
My friend.
Good night. Have a good
Good
day.
night, everybody.
Have a good. Sasha,
Thank
come
you.
here.
We'll have a good. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Sasha, come here. Chat, can you hear him? Can you hear this man? Come here. Come here. Come here. He's so angry. He's right behind me. He's so close. I can almost reach him. I can reach him now. I got him. We got him. You can hear his collar. That's good. That's good. Okay, what else can we talk about? Do you guys have any questions about the Kenosha Theater? Because I can do that. I also have this KT command where you can get a random fact about the Kenosha Theater. Or not. Had an error connecting. Oh, there you go. Vaudeville Theater, built in 1927. Who owns it? The city? No. It is owned by Case's family. They bought it in like the 80s with the intention for restoration. Part of the building is restored. Part of the building is restored. Not just the front two buildings. Like, part of it is like a storefront and like a sound studio and stuff. But that is one answer. Also, I can just close the game at this point. Let me close the game and we can play some music. We can just chat. But that was a good question. What's the intention for it once it's restored? Why won't the game close? This is the scariest. Yes. There are a few intentions we've been talking about. We've been talking about making it a like space where people can like a Studio B is what Cases here. They're just in
having
VR.
Another studio space, basically.
Yeah, having another studio space where people
And
can
using
like
it for like local media production.
yeah, using it for local media production. People can like record music and stuff, and all sorts of stuff like that. Like a studio where people can record like podcasts and productions. Sasha, you can't be over there. They are in VR and can't see you. They can't see you. He's so mad. But that is one thing we talked about making it like a venue, especially like the lobby area could be good used for like so we have like a farmer's market here. We've talked about like people could rent it out for like markets and stuff, events. Are there concerns about making sure it passes fire inspection? Yeah.
It passes fire inspection every year.
It does. It passes fire inspection every year. Cool. I didn't really know the answer to that one, so. He is so fucking angry. Sasha, you can come to me. You can come to me. The theater has actually been like, had like a 3D scan of it, done of it. How long ago was that 3D scan done?
I want to say it was at the beginning of 2022, because we hadn't gotten a whole lot of the, like you could see the lobby was just being started basically.
Yeah, so like right when we like did our first like fundraiser around that time, the theater was like had like a 3D scan of it, and we've been thinking about doing something interesting with that. Possibly, eventually that could be a cool thing to utilize. Do like, I don't know, like a 3D VR tour. How cool would that fucking be? How cool would that be? Sasha. Where'd you go? He's just left. He complained and complained and complained, and then he just left. What was he complaining about? We'll never know. We'll never know. Kumba. Hello. I'm gonna stop raids since I'm wrapping up and I'm just like chatting about theater stuff. I also have the website you can check out. It has a little bit of information. You can see some cool pictures and stuff. Some cool pictures. So you can make it a map in VR chat? Possibly.
That is possible, yeah.
It is possible, yes. That is a thing. To be thought about. I think it would be so fucking cool to have like a VR chat theater map where it could switch between like what it would look like restored and what it looks like right now. Like how fucking cool would that be? How fucking cool would that be? That'd be a neat thing. What is the building's capacity for venues?
2,400 people.
2,400 seats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There were 2,400 seats when there were still seats in the building. There's a balcony, and there's like a lower floor. That's to put that into perspective. How many seats does the average movie theater have? Put that into perspective. The average movie theater seats 200 to 300 people, so let's do some math. That's 8 times the size. Got a bill? No problem. Have a good day, JM. Fuck yeah. What are some other things I can talk about? I can show this older. Here's some paint jobs that were done like last year. Quite large. Yeah, exactly. There's the floor. The floor is like one of those things, like, and that's what the lobby looked like before any work got started on it. That's what it looked like. It had so many holes, and then they were all plastered up and painted. And that's the front foyer, or foyer, however you want to fucking say it. Doesn't matter. And all this progress was possible because of donations from people in Twitch chat. Like, let that sink in. It's fucking crazy. Like, oh man. It's not about the theater? Oh, that's fine. We're just stalling. And also talking about the theater in general.
I got my card up. I'm gonna get my tea.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sasha.
Ask your question and then we can raid in the case. Yeah, they're streaming now. Ask me, Eris. Ask me the question. Go. Do it. I'm basically finished with Mixed Feelings 2. There's like a few there's a few things I needed to write, and I also need to run through it and make sure just like little things like audio balancing is good, and I know I want to turn Dandy's theme down because it's loud compared to everything else right now. I've been thinking about it. I kind of want to try to release a demo. I think it's possible by the end of the month. But basically the only thing that really needs to get done is running through it a few times, and Case was working on the music. And yeah, so look for a demo possibly by the end of the month, maybe next month. I want to release it by the end of summer. So you can figure that out. What is... Alright. Since you are streaming now, it is time. It is time. It is time. We're gonna raid Case. Case is doing some stuff in VR chat, right? Yeah. Yeah. I imagine you doing the VR thing.
Yeah. It's just gonna be like hangout stream.
Yes.
By adventure.
Might adventure. Thank you everybody for coming to this. My voice is shot. The next stream is a lie. The next stream I'm going to suffer. I'm going to suffer and try to fish Silent Hill Downpour. Not tomorrow, but Saturday at 6 p.m. Let's suffer some more through Downpour. Yes. Alright, everybody ready? Everybody ready? Get in there.